attracted to Harrison Butker and can't admit it to herself.
Again, I would look at this differently if she's also got a bunch of videos about various NFL players who have, been convicted of beating their wives.
There is no such other video.
Yes, I know.
It's
all right. That was
that was painful.
I'm gonna just actually, you know what? Let's play a game. I'm gonna just do a bunch of freeze frames and see if they all get worse.
Okay, we're starting with this one.
The eyes are.
It's literally the crazy girlfriend.
That's pretty.
The pen.
That's the last thing you see.
If only you knew how bad things really were. Oh, that's. I think that might be worst.
Okay. All right. Thank you. That ruined my day. I appreciate that, Mary. All right. Time to tell us about Miley Cyrus.
Yeah. So we came across this interview that Miley Cyrus did on the Call Her Daddy podcast, where she talked about when she was first with her ex-husband, Liam Hemsworth. And she said that she initially lied to him about her V card. And not in the way that you might think, and not in the way that we initially thought either. It's a pretty insane interview. Let's just look at the clip first. But I would assume you think this means she told Liam Hemsworth that she was a virgin when they first got married, and wasn't. It was the opposite,
this
weirdly
is so
enough.
weird.
The Call Her Daddy interview.
Yeah, the Call Her Daddy podcast.
Here we go.
We got some 20s.
I hooked up with. Well, I didn't go all the way with the dude. I was 16.
It wasn't Nick Jonas.
It wasn't Nick Jonas, but I ended up marrying the guy.
Oh my god.
So that's pretty crazy.
So that's the first guy you hooked up with.
Yeah, which I lied and said that he wasn't the first, so I didn't seem like a loser.
Okay, but now you're telling
It's
the truth.
such more of a full circle story. It's so fucking weird because I couldn't think of anyone who's like, oh, who have you had sex with? And I couldn't think of anyone, so I just like made somebody up that I knew, but we had never actually had sex before. And then like his friend ended up marrying him, and so then it was like, oh, now my friend is marrying someone you've hooked up with. So then when I was like 24, I had to say that I lied when I was.
You're
16.
like, so that was a problem.
Okay.
Dude, what are chick podcasts?
There's 220.
It's the Ultimate Chick podcast, and that's what it's for. But that Stanzatastic said, excuse me, hosts of PCC. I assumed the dono would stop the madness like we did with People's Joker. Is this not worse? It might be worse than People's Joker.
It's not worse than People's
No?
Joker.
What
No?
is?
Shane H. Wilder said, I hate this bitch. Someone said she was pretty. I'm like, are you high? All Butker said was that homosexuality was a mortal sin, which is true. As far as the main bit everyone is pissed about, a career is not a vocation. Damn, that's pretty savage coming from Shane H. Wilder. You're usually a wholesome chungus, but I support it. So yeah, she did not lie to Liam Hemsworth about being a virgin. She lied to Liam Hemsworth about not being a virgin.
It's almost more interesting.
Which was so puzzling. But this got posted on this gimmick account called Women Being Awful. I believe we have sourced from this account before.
It's up
with
there
the
with women
implication,
taking L's.
the implication here is obviously, you're trying to spin a narrative that she wanted Liam Hemsworth to think she was a virgin, but obviously we're in a culture where that's no longer really prized anymore. So why would she do that?
I said to Mary before, and I said, maybe it's just because I'm in this space with so many people that are Catholic, or people that watch the show or watch Timcast.
Sure.
And I'm like, you do know that out there in the real world, because I don't consider Timcast the real world or any of our jobs the real world.
No, not even close.
This is not the way that people think anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not.
It hasn't been for
Very
decades.
long. Like there was whole
Many
movies.
decades.
Remember, the movie American Pie was literally a bunch of guys, going out on a quest to lose their virginity.
Now, granted, it wasn't teenage girls in that movie, but
the point is in those films, like the idea used to be that women would be prized, were more prized in society for chastity and virtue. But now society continually tells them, it's like that video from a couple weeks ago that went viral, the comedy skit where the lady talks about how she took a guy home and she said, but nothing's going to happen, right? And nothing's gonna happen, and we can just cuddle. And the guy's like, okay. And so they just cuddle, and then she gets mad at him and says, like, well, what are you, gay? You didn't want to have sex with me.
Because she's insane.
But now this is a comedy sketch. But the point is the idea holds, which is that you think that that's what you want, but society has told them that they're not worth anything unless they're being valued sexually.
Yeah.
That's the way things are now.
It's kind of sad. It's kind of depressing. But it's just, it's interesting. I really don't understand this from like a psychological perspective, because isn't it true, just evolutionarily speaking, that the less sexually available a woman is, the higher status that she has?
I don't know a single guy that's been like, "Hey, my girl, she's been around." Like I'm bragging.
Right.
You know?
So, but then she still felt this societal pressure to tell her boyfriend.
At 16, too.
At 16, like, oh yeah, like I've done it all. Like, that's very sad, honestly.
That, I mean, yeah, but 16 is different thinking.
Well,
from
wher. What's
thinking
even
of somebody
worse-
who's much
But
older.
this is her.
In the
I mean,
same
yeah.
interview, she said this, and I find it really disturbing. Like, this is a sign of parental neglect, no doubt about it. She said, I was 11 or 12. My friends were starting to tell me what they were doing with guys. This is 11 or 12. I didn't really understand it. I got most of my girlfriends to hook up with me. She said the first time I ever hooked up with anyone was a girl, 2 of them. And she's implying that happened when she was either 11 or 12 years old. I mean...
Where were you, Billy Ray?
This is insane. Like, we played with dolls when I was that age.
Playing Pokemon.
Like, I just can't even begin to understand the type of upbringing someone has that where they think that this is normal. But yeah, I tweeted about this because I thought that it was interesting. She lied about the opposite thing that people thought she was lying about. And someone replied to me and said, oh yeah, I lied to my now husband of 13 years at first when we were first together. She said I was 19, I was a virgin, and I thought it was something that was embarrassing and that I was a loser. So she lied.
And most likely he didn't see that as a virtue anyways, because he's probably not religious.
Probably
and
not.
Probably didn't
But
care.
would he be repulsed by it either?
No.
I don't think
Also,
so.
there is a vast difference, and it might be easy to say otherwise, but like having sexual experience and just riding a carousel of dick for 10 years is vastly different.
There are different degrees.
Those are different things
to these
right?
things. But it's funny because, you know, she initially met Liam Hemsworth on the set of a Nicholas Sparks movie in 2010.
Then nothing lives up to the hype.
Nothing
after
can
that,
live
right?
up after that. So they got engaged, then they got unengaged, then they got engaged again, then they got married, and then they divorced 8 months later.
Whirlwind.
That's the modern love story. In Hollywood, at least.
Like, my guess is that he's a dude and he just didn't care. He just doesn't care.
Well, he did ask. He did ask,
Maybe,
so.
for no other reason than to make sure it was like none of his friends.
Maybe.
He's like, look, I don't care as long as I don't have to find out I'm Eskimo bros with any of the dudes that I hang out
Oh,
with.
this was also funny. Miley Cyrus says she began to feel ridiculous playing Hannah Montana as soon as she had sex. Yeah, she said, once I was 18, it felt ridiculous. The minute I had sex, I was kind of like, I can't put the effing wig on again. It got weird. It just felt like I was grown up. One time I went backstage at Disneyland and Peter Pan was smoking a cigarette. And I was like, that's me. That's the kind of dreams I'm crushing. That's how everyone felt with the Bong video. But I'm not a Disney mascot. I'm a person. The Bong video.
Guys, who was
the infamous Bong video?
Who is the world class Olympic swimmer who holds all the records?
Michael Phelps.
It didn't ruin me. It doesn't make him less of an athlete when he got caught smoking a bong after the Olympics.
Well, she lost this gigantic deal with, like, a distribution deal with Walmart because she was 17 at the time. And this video was probably getting circulated on MySpace of her, like, using a bong. And
Reminds me of Obama's daughter with the belly
would
hanging
just-
out smoking the J.
that would never happen today, I feel.
I just feel like
A pop star of that age, like, losing a huge deal over smoking weed. That wouldn't
She'd
happen
get like
today.
a weed sponsor.
Yeah, easily.
a vape sponsor.
Easily.
Like
She'd start her own brand.
I see this and I think that conservative spaces think so much about the morality of sex that it's just something that the average person who isn't religious doesn't think about in that way. Now, there's definitely the argument to be made that they'll be like, look, I don't want somebody who's just been with tons and tons of people, but there's such a gap there between getting a reputation as that and never having sex in your entire life.
Yeah, I mean, even looking at this topic from the perspective of a religious person with, like, strong views about sexual morality, I can see that, you know, there's much less cultural incentive for women to be chaste these days for young women, like young adults or teenagers, to be careful about who they are with, and especially if they feel like they're gonna be mocked for it, or like that there's this message that men will find it repulsive.
Repulsive.
Yeah, there's this pervasive. Yeah, I mean, I think I've heard from a lot of women who are like, I guess, more traditional, more religious, that if they say that they don't want to, you know, have sex before marriage, there are a lot of guys who would ghost over that, for sure. Like, I've heard that.
Oh
plenty
yeah,
of
about
times.
that for sure.
Well, yeah,
Plenty.
'cause
But they
like,
want to find her repulsive.
maybe not repulsive, but they're not willing.
Repulsive enough to like be like, okay, I'm never talking to you again. Bye.
Well, I mean,
Pretty repulsive.
Wouldn't that be what you want, rather than a dude who strings you along and says he's okay with it, and
For
then
sure.
presses you constantly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Liam Hemsworth is like, look, I'm a Hemsworth.
Thank you,
I
guys.
can. He's like, I can have a lot of women. Maybe not as many as my brother, but I can have a lot of women.
It's kind of wild how long they were together, and then to only be married for 8 months. Like, did you even try? They started dating when she was 16, and he was like, what, 20
Yeah.
or something?
I feel like I sleepwalked into 9 months marriage.
And then
Sleepwalked into
Yeah,
9
it's like-
months of marriage.
Yeah, I was
like,
like,
I
That's
woke
funny.
up one day and I was almost at a year.
Yeah.
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 The and then you said and then my favorite part of this story is you were telling me how she made a song about him cheating on her to like shame
Yeah.
him for cheating on her, but she cheated too.
They both cheated.
But the volume of cheating was greater on his part, therefore she's allowed to make the song.
The rumor was that she filmed a music video in the same house in which he cheated on her with 14 different women at the time.
I mean, dude, Chiquita was also kind of on
Couldn't
that.
even get to 15, just
14.
Round it up, loser.
round it up, bro.
That'll hold him off for the next
up.
fortnight.
It's like that way when he has to remember all their names, he can just count them off in like rungs of 5. Like, you know, Tasha, Sarah, Michelle, just goes through them one by one.
There's so many chicks doing like, you cheated on me, but I'm over it. Like music videos, and they're so lame.
When you're like clearly not over
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
that's
you're
not the
so
point.
over it.
The point is that she cheated too, which I feel should disqualify you from making
She forgave
the-
herself.
Yeah,
Right.
yes, as I was saying,
Yeah.
the other week, there's nothing a woman
forgave
loves more
herself.
than to forgive herself for something she's done wrong. You know.
Oh my
Who
God.
needs society's forgiveness when you can just forgive yourself?
Exactly.
Like I imagine that, like you know, you hit a homeless person with a car, and you're like, look, I shouldn't go to jail. I forgave myself.
And by the time I got home, I forgave myself.
That's
So,
so, you
it
know-
never happened.
she's like, I'm coming clean, like Hillary Duff.
Oh, I love that song.
Well, there you go.
Love that song.
Anyways, I thought that story was funny because it really does feel like a weird type of bait and switch because you think it's
For
going to be
sure.
about one thing, but it's almost more interesting to
Entirely
hear
a
it
different thing.
from the other perspective. All right, guys, let us move on. What do we got first? We got cringe or cute of the day. What would you like to see?
Always cringe.
Cringe first?
Cringe
Okay.
first. Well, we have two.
We have 2 cringes of the day here first. So let's start with, oh gosh.
This is a JoJo Siwa.
You shit in your
Bed. You can do the soundtrack.
It's worse with the music.
It's the silence is so loud. Also, look at the chick in the back with the green scarf. They said she's a witch controlling JoJo.
Oh, it's like a marionette.
Yeah.
What is this? Like truly.
Why isn't there any music?
That's like how they use the cleaver knife at the sushi restaurant.
It's so annoying.
Imagine you were an alien and you just saw this with no context.
You'd be like, all right, I'm going home.
These are this is an unserious species.
I thought about
An
colonizing the
unserious-
planet, but when I saw this, I was like, fuck it.
They're like,
Space laser now.
I do like the idea that somebody makes a movie and it's like the aliens came here and it's like your planet it's just done.
It's too
done.
gay.
And they're like why? Because of climate change? And they're like no.
Do you guys remember?
It's JoJo.
Do you guys remember when Will Smith's son was a nuisance to society?
It still is.
I
I
know.
mean, he stepped back.
This
a
is
little.
yeah. He kind of reined it back and
My favorite-
pretended
well,
not to be gay. But that now I feel like she's on
She's
that
the
level.
Jaden of
Yeah.
2024.
He says
I can't
Bob the
stand her.
stripper. In the chat says Bob the stripper. I said it was more like one of the village people. You know, she should do YMCA.
What
Like,
is
why
it?
is she dressed like that?
She actually, like in this pause right now, it looks like JoJo Siwa pretending to be Bob the Builder pretending to be Greta Thunberg.
Her career is a humiliation ritual.
When are we gonna get the JoJo Siwa Greta Thunberg collab?
Yes.
They should make a song together about global warming.
I like
This
the
is about
brand new
climate change.
Yeah.
The brand new Timberlands she's wearing.
What?
The steel
Just
toed
like,
boots.
what was the thought behind this?
God, it's so unnerving.
The witch behind her doing.
Does she have like an in-ear monitor in that's playing music? What the hell is going on?
You can hear it, just faintly in the distance.
It is that lady in the green scarf is totally a
She's
witch.
totally controlling JoJo. Someone save JoJo from this lady.
Dude,
Or
I
maybe-
cannot.
Or maybe this song means
Enough.
something and she's actually doing that. Maybe that's like the sign language interpretation of it.
No more. No more next.
All right, next
Please,
next
Beg
cringe.
you. Make you watch that all day long.
Stop.
Oh god. Okay.
This is Taylor Swift's new album as Blood Flows.
What?
For a fortnight there we were, straight from the tortured poet's
Yep.
department. My boy only breaks his favorite toys. Down bad for a
Why were some of them filled with
Dude,
jello?
are women okay? What is going on?
No!
Is that like somebody peed and bled at the same time?
Why is it neon? There's no reason.
What
that
is
should come out
wrong
of
with
someone's
chicks?
Look, obviously it's all fake blood,
No, I know, but
but
Women will post something like this and then wonder why men have put limits on their sovereignty for all.
do
of
Taylor
human
Swift
history.
songs in period blood?
yeah.
How is this a metaphor? How is it a?
I told you, Brett, don't watch this one
Also,
because it had to
says-
be a surprise.
I'm not even disturbed.
Right
I'm
underneath
confused.
it says women in Palestine are using scraps on tents due to a lack of pads and tampons. Feminine hygiene kits for Gaza.
So they turned this into a virtue signal.
How can you have
What is going
how
on?
can you have your period when there's a genocide
birth
going
control.
on in Gaza? Mary,
Honestly,
What?
it's despicable.
Frankly.
Yeah.
it's disgusting. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves.
But the fact that she like put jello in those is just like another level.
What
of
is she even implying? Oh, this song's heavy flow. Like, what does that even mean? Is it a banger?
This one's a day 3.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to cue to the day because just
Okay.
I'm done with this.
Thank you.
All right,
Heavy flow album.
What does it even mean?
this is from Rachel O'Connell.
Oh.
Says,
wow.
this is Teddy. That's short for Theodore Danzig of Connell. He is our teacup dire wolf and oldest of 3 boys. He liked when Kellen was on the show, but prefers Mary's righteous indignation and Brett's blonde wig.
Thank you.
Here we go. Oh!
Whoa.
Yeah,
The flaps.
You're going for it.
Yes! We need more slow-mo videos, please. That's a formal
That's
request.
a fierce-looking kitty right there.
Damn. Get its ass.
One more jump.
Slow-mo makes everything cooler.
Got it!
Got him.
Oh!
Yes.
Okay. All right.
You
let's-
gotta make him feel like you won.
Yes. Let's do one more here. This was from Olivia Clare. It says, here's more of Bucket for Cue to the Day. Love the little goofy photo I got of him trying to get a treat from me. Well, that's a normal photo. It's very cute. That
I see the tongue. It's cute.
Bucket is adorable.
It's cute.
He literally does.
I don't know. I'm on the fence.
So there's an area around there called Cat Alley, and there was 8 cats there yesterday.
That's insane.
8 of them. They just because there's a church right there that the lady takes the cats in.
Dude, my wife's like tragically allergic to cats. And for my birthday, I love a cat. And for my birthday, she took me to a cafe where you drink coffee with cats. And she was like literally puffy
You
face.
can get like an injection for that if it's just for like the day.
Well, someone should have told her.
Yeah.
And she was like puffy face, like, "Are you having fun?" Like we should.
My
go.
dog stepped on a bee.
Yeah.
My dog's a big. All right, let's go ahead and get started then, shall we? Time to talk about Diddy.
Yes. So we did show you this shocking surveillance footage from a hotel in 2016 where Diddy was violently attacking Cassie Ventura, his ex-girlfriend. And it's confirmed to be real. And now Diddy has posted an apology video. It's the epitome of someone who is not sorry for what they did, but they're sorry that they got caught. They're definitely sorry they got caught.
I haven't seen the video.
In the history of people who got caught, how many people are actually sorry they got caught? You should not expect them to actually be sorry. It's actually...
Well, you would hope that they're both sorry for what they did and sorry they got caught, but the fact that these accusations from Cassie came out months ago and he denied it completely makes me think he is not sorry for his actions at all.
I just never... whenever people are like, he's just sorry he got caught, I'm like, they're always just sorry they got caught. Like, nobody in the history of these videos has ever actually been sorry.
Diddy claims to take full responsibility for his actions. So,
Look, hey, I took her to the hospital.
let's hear his apology.
Play, please.
It's so difficult to reflect on.
I would have first...
I'm already just...
It's so difficult to
First want
reflect.
to judge the boomer nature of his video, which pick the camera up, bro,
I mean-
and less headroom.
She was given the option, vote or die.
Yeah. Here we
Should have
go.
voted.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life.
In your life.
Sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom. But I made no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted.
I mean, I forgive him.
Disgusted then when I did it, I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help.
He got therapy!
They were...
Listen, I beat the shit out of her, but I got therapy, so...
They worship therapy.
He got therapy!
Can fix any problem.
Oh, man.
Okay, let us continue.
Sorry. You got therapy.
No, I agree.
Listen, I'm sorry for laughing, but...
Had to ask God for his mercy and grace.
Pause.
I'm so sorry.
Heartful pause.
Yo. Pause for emphasis.
But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness.
Okay.
They need to take a page out of the Ashton Kutcher playbook where you go film it someplace where it doesn't look like nobody on the planet could afford to live.
Well, it's only I mean, yeah, he kind of looks like he's in Bali.
Just a modest villa.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So, but you know, just to be clear,
Yep.
here was Sean Diddy Combs' statement from when Cassie's accusations initially came out. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and the truth. That is what Diddy said before the footage came out. He changed his tune after the footage came out. Who is surprised by this? I'm certainly not. But funnily enough, the LA District Attorney saw the footage and said, sorry guys, we can't do anything about this
Here's the
because
full
there's a statute of limitations.
He went to therapy.
They said
What
it's
else?
fine. That's all they would have given him anyway. They would have given him court-mandated therapy anyway.
What else can we do?
They said, we're aware of the video that has been circulating online allegedly depicting Sean Combs assaulting a young woman in Los Angeles. We find the images extremely disturbing and difficult to watch. If the conduct depicted occurred in 2016, unfortunately, we would be unable to charge, as the conduct would have occurred beyond the timeline where a crime of assault can be prosecuted. As of today, law enforcement has not presented a case related to the attack depicted in the video against Mr. Combs, but we encourage anyone who has been a victim or witness to a crime to report it to law enforcement or reach our office for support from our Bureau of Victims Services. So,
I love
no jail time.
No, what I love is basically if you're in California or New York in a situation like this, you're like, man, I really would have loved a chance to not prosecute this anyways, which is what they would have done.
Yes,
Even if it
exactly.
had been like nothing would have happened anyways.
I mean, he is famous, so they could have a good PR opportunity to
He's a Fed, too.
prosecute
I guess Jonathan
him, but-
Majors got, what did Jonathan Majors? Jonathan Majors got therapy.
That's New York, but
I'm just
yeah,
saying,
same
like,
thing, same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what's even crazier is it looks like Diddy has been covering his tracks for a very long time. Perez Hilton claims that Diddy paid the hotel $50K to not release the footage of him abusing Cassie that surfaced today. He believes the footage was obtained when the feds raided Diddy's home just a few weeks back.
I'm honestly surprised that he was able to get it for only 50.
Yeah, me too. That's exactly what I thought.
For some person working at a hotel who's like 50K is more money than I've ever seen.
I mean, you could have been like 60. You know, like whatever.
Even then, I think it's worth more than that, right?
55.
But that's just crazy. Like, he acts like, oh, I didn't even remember that happened.
Disgusting.
That's crazy.
He's like, oh, what hotel did that happen at? Oh, that
got
one. And I do think that there's an interesting discussion about whether when these videos come out and people talk about how they're just sad that they got. Everyone says like you're not actually sorry. You're just sorry you got caught. I see this and I'm like, what would be a situation where you actually feel like they felt sad about it? It would have to be something where it happened a long time ago and they had made meaningful progress to change their behavior in the time before that. Because you could make the argument that even though you've changed your behavior, it doesn't mean you want something damaging to come out about you.
If we're believing the Rodney Jones lawsuit, that is spanning up until late 2023.
So
early 2024. He has not changed his behavior whatsoever if we're to believe what Rodney Jones has accused him of. And it's not just that. I mean, apologize to the guy you allegedly shot and almost killed. Maybe apologize to the underage strippers and prostitutes who were allegedly at your house at a bunch of blackmail parties. Yeah, I don't think you can go to a certain amount of therapy that will make you not a predator to society.
But it's a catch-all term to get you back in the public's good graces.
I worked on myself.
Yeah, you worked.
I
on
learned,
yourself.
and I did better, and I grew.
Here's the kicker. They're all in therapy anyways, even when they don't do something crappy. So it's just oh, I've been going to therapy, but it's
The
not
only
for
thing
that.
therapy is going to do for someone like Diddy is tell him who to blame for his own actions. Oh, it's because my dad, hit me when I was a kid. That's why I'm violent to my girlfriend. It's like the only thing therapy teaches you how to do is avoid blame.
And honestly,
Truly.
that's what society, like there would be a pocket of society that would be, maybe they don't approve of what you did, but they're like, oh, that makes sense. Because a lot of people love the idea of being able to pawn off your own behavior on something that happened to you when you were younger.
Do you guys think therapists go to therapy?
I'm sure they all have to do it at some point when they're learning, like when they're getting their license. Yeah. But I bet most of them aren't like currently seeing a therapist.
Did you ever see the show Hannibal?
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes to he's Gillian Anderson plays Hannibal's therapist.
Oh wait, no, I saw the movie.
No.
Oh, by the way, guys, if any of you are in the market for a job, Diddy's hiring. He's looking for designers, copywriters, editors,
Copywriter.
all sorts of things. Let's take a look at his advertisement here.
Put it up on Yelp.
Years ago, God made my mission and my purpose clear. And my mission and my purpose is to do whatever and play whatever role that I have to play into saving the black race, number one. And number two, to making sure that everybody of all colors...
A good first step would be to not beat up people.
That's a great first
Thoughts?
step.
Solid.
Yeah.
Okay.
all backgrounds,
Are you a
all
therapist?
creeds, all
Yes.
nationalities, all get this. We all get the same 24 hours. Not just one race, not just another race, not just one gender, not another. We all get the same 24 hours.
Wow.
I'm fighting this fight, and to other people, it's an impossible dream.
Gotta
It's not
email
impossible. It's going to happen.
God's
We're
work
gonna make
at
progress and change the
combsglobal.com.
world, but I can't do it alone. And I know there's people that feel just like me that are out there that are talented, that's probably working for Google or Nike or working for
Tim Cass.
bigger corporations.
If he said that
have
in
a
the
track
video.
record, have an experience.
Google.
Nike.
Nike.
Timcast.
Timcast. World Star Hip Hop.
Infowars.
It's at the level that I'm playing at. I'm not coming to just compete. I'm coming to win. I'm gonna fucking.
First of all, the people he's like the
Self-improve or die.
The commie types who have that same type of like we all need to work together kumbaya stuff hate the phrase we've all got the same 24 hours because they'll say, well, you're rich, so your 24 hours are different because you have so many advantages.
Because you have servants.
Yes, the equity people who love equity don't jive with this.
By Disney for us.
Well, him and Disney would get along great.
Oh yeah, he could be the next Flash.
They are looking for a
Please
predator
send
right
me
now.
Your resumes and your portfolios to God's work, because I'm doing God's work.
Guys, I'm sending my resume.
God's work.
Me when I beat my girlfriend. I'm doing God's work.
I'm doing the biggest human resource investment from the
Kidding.
top level of CMOs to COOs to general managers down to creative directors.
You think I can
down
get
to
creative director?
Shut him up.
The list is so long.
Shut him up.
You guys think I could get creative director for Diddy?
Yeah. I would love
Should
to.
we try? Should
to
I try?
See you, yeah.
He's also looking for hotel managers and security guards,
Yeah. Lawyers.
fixers.
Yep. Corrupt cops. He's looking for all sorts.
All
All walks of life.
I can't even with these people.
He's looking for hitmen.
Therapists.
He's looking for prostitutes. All
Morning
sorts of
therapist,
people.
evening therapist, afternoon therapist.
I did like the kind of old school scrolling graphic on there that was akin to like an 80s news report.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a charmer, huh?
But yeah, guys, you can go to therapy and never be to blame for beating your girlfriend. That's what the lesson that we've learned today.
All right, let's go to super chats.
Shane H. Wilder said, "Happy Masculine Monday, Brett, Mary, and Dane. Yes, I know Dane is on sometimes for Woman Wednesday, but it's 2024. What are you, a bigot or something?"
That's a good point.
Are you?
Don't be a bigot.
It feels like a masculine Monday in here. Shane H. Wilder, "Damn it, Dane, we just started and you already effed it up. We can't take you anywhere." This is why PCC can't have nice things.
I'm a Brett Dasovic.
He also said the only thing that would make the Bluey thing worse if he was just standing there smoking a cigarette going, "What's up? I'm freaking Bluey."
What a base.
Let's do one more.
The stereotypical stereotype show said he went from Diddy to he did.
He did. He should change his name to He Did. All right, let's hold off on the rest. Let's come back after the fact. Time to talk about Elliot Page.
Recently, there have been some resurfaced clips of Elliot Page going around on the internet, and I think that we do have reason to be concerned about Elliot Page. The body language is not good. I saw this activist, Scott Nugent, tweet out this video where Elliot Page is talking about LGBTQ plus representation in Hollywood films. Let's first take a look at that.
Okay, here we go.
Often called like niche, queer things niche. 30% of young people identify as LGBTQ plus. So I'm like, I'm sorry, this is not niche. You tell really specific stories about like cis het people. I'm not calling that odd plot niche. Thank you. Often.
Yeah, so I suppose the point here is that because an increasing number of Gen Z is identifying as LGBT, that means that it should take up like half of the entertainment we watch. Doesn't exactly follow. I did tweet the other day, why is Gen Z the most gay and homophobic generation? But you seem to think it makes sense.
Yeah, I think everyone's in a reactive binary. But also, I feel they call themselves this, the queers.
They call themselves queers,
Yeah,
yes.
so how is that, like, what is queer? I think
It doesn't mean anything,
Yeah,
really.
yeah,
It just means, I have a weird haircut and I put like weird rainbow badges on my
I listen to Red Scare, I'm a dude.
backpack, stuff like that. Yeah, but this activist, by the way, I realized I recognized the name because this is a detransitioner saying this. Not attempting any humor, I am genuinely worried about her. She does not seem healthy. She comes across as if she's on speed, frantically trying to justify her decision to transition. This is the 3 to 5 year phase of medical transition where you advance to the final surgery, the bottom surgery, and realize there is only one more step and you still do not feel better. You go into validation mode because if you acknowledge to yourself that it's not working, it implies that the past 3 to 5 years have been a cruel joke at your cost. To handle this, you amplify your efforts to show that you are rectifying a mistake, correcting an error of being born in the incorrect body. This is the period where thoughts of suicide peak. Every trans suicide I know of has been at this time period of transition. And as easy as it is to dunk on someone like Elliot Page, there is a real reason to be concerned.
Yeah.
Just statistically speaking, that's what Scott Nugent is trying to point out. But there are 3 stages where it's like you start socially transitioning, you decide you don't want to do it anymore, and you go back to normal life. Or you start medical transition, you decide you don't want to do it anymore. You can get back to some semblance of normalcy afterwards. But there's some point where you get to a point of no return. And that seems to be where Elliot Page is headed, and that's supposed to be like the promised land of like trans joy, as they call it. And it's kind of terrifying to watch just like a train wreck happen in front of you, you know? There was also this resurfaced clip of Elliot Page getting interviewed by Oprah about trans joy. So let's listen to what trans joy is, what it
Most
means.
joy. The most joy. It's, you know, getting out of the shower and the towels around your waist and you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're just like, there I am. And I'm not having the moment where I'm panicked. I'm not having all these little moments that used to be just being in a t-shirt.
I don't know, man. This is super dark.
Yeah.
It's being able to touch my chest and feel comfortable in my body for probably the first time.
Like, this person really looks comfortable.
Tears of joy. Goodness.
Yeah. That I know that when I watch that video, what I see is someone who's joyful, comfortable, confident, happy, all of the above, right? It just is like this mass gaslighting. Look at that video without the volume on, right? Like, if you look at that body language, no context given for what's being said, this looks like someone who is deeply, like, grieving, you know? Like, there is nothing joyful about this. It's just incredibly ironic, but it's really dark.
Yeah.
It's really dark. And I feel more pity than I want to, like, mock
Yeah.
specifically this person. I mean, if you've used your identity to bully people, I'm definitely gonna, like, bully back. But I don't think she has done that. At least not as much as other examples. So it really just makes me feel so much pity and sadness.
Yeah.
Because it's like no one told you, like, this was a mistake. Like, no one tried to stop you. No one cared enough to tell you this was a mistake.
Also, then it becomes all you are, at least in the public space, right? Because Elliot Page will never be remembered from movies. He'll be remembered as an activist, and that's...
You can't exactly play a man in a movie without it being a big thing.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you're never gonna be a leading man in a movie.
And all
That isn't about like trans stuff.
Well, that isn't about,
Yeah.
like a trans issue.
And all of the interviews seem to reflect that in body language, in tone.
It's just, she's shaking her head like, no, 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 no. The whole time where she's saying, like, I'm so happy, like, I'm really happy. Like, has no one, like, come and said, like, hey, like, you look like you're suffering? Like, it's just...
Well, it's
terrifying that you can be around this echo chamber of powerful people. Like, literally Oprah is sitting across from you being like, and you're so happy, right? Tell us about how happy you are.
Yeah. Well, by the time you get there, it's not. It literally is not Oprah's job in her job description to push back because she would be fired if she did. She would if she was a good person, but that's not how corporate media works.
It's her network. Right?
It's her network, right? So the point is she knows what sells, and she's not going to push back on what sells,
Yeah.
or at least what sells for her,
Unfortunately.
or what her audience.
Monetize the
demographics are.
trauma. Whatever the trauma was that was some kind of trigger for this to be seen as like a solution in someone's life, in anyone's life, whether they're in the public eye or not. Like, that's what needs to be addressed. Someone just super chatted about it. We'll get to that later. But yeah, it's just sad what they've done.
The body language was terrifying.
Yeah, it honestly is. I mean, just without the volume on, before I even heard what this clip was about, it's just like this person is literally going through some kind of PTSD flashback.
Yeah.
Like, you can see it's like shell shock almost.
There's a $20 there for
Tech. Shout out Dane's fake business t-shirt. Can we get Tim Dillon on the show?
See that shirt?
I mean,
Can you explain the lore of your fake business shirt?
Tim Dillon had a skit about fake business. This is the Enron logo,
Cool.
and it says fake business. It's his merch.
Should we get Tim Dillon on the show?
I mean, sure, right?
if possible.
Yeah.
The Elliot Page show. I have a hard time even covering it because it really is just sad, and I don't have a whole lot to offer other than this is where this argument comes in, right? She's breaking no laws, technically doing nothing illegal, but it's just sad. And I can look at this and be like, this is sad.
The procedures that have been done to make this a reality should not be legal, is my opinion. But that's what's so difficult about covering things like this. Not only just because it's depressing, but because there's this all-seeing eye of censorship where you can't actually say what's going on.
Yeah.
So maybe we should just stop ourselves before we get in trouble here.
That's the reason why we tend to shy away from this stuff, other than to point out just generally that, like, I think, what was the last thing that we covered from Billie Eilish? Was it like this, from Billie Eilish, from Elliot Page? Was it the stuff about going into the gas station and being harassed?
No, the most recent was from a different interview about the roles that she takes and like trying to do movies that aren't just about your trans identity. And I was like, this makes no sense because it's like no one can interact with you without that being the first thing they notice.
There could be an interesting discussion to be had about the idea that 30% of Gen Z identifies as LGBTQIA+, therefore entertainment should reflect that. But again, whenever I see that, I'm like, so a dubious study, a dubious survey was done by a dubious group.
A bunch of girls think they're bisexual now.
Yes.
Whatever. And also, like, they only got this social contagion where it got to a point of 30% identifying as LGBT because LGBT was overrepresented in media because they're overrepresented in Hollywood.
Yeah, to the
so it's a
tune of,
self-perpetuating cycle.
If we give it like a brief segue, I think we discussed it here that there's gonna be like a live-action Zelda movie. Mm-hmm. And that a lot of actors are vying for Hunter Schafer to play Zelda.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be like a real watershed moment.
Not Link?
No, Zelda from what I heard. I mean the interesting thing is Zelda and Link look kind of similar.
Yes, I was gonna say I thought it was Link, not Zelda.
I think I saw that fan cast for both actually.
Yeah.
I always understood Zelda.
Yeah.
I could have been wrong. Like, again, if that's what you read, I could have been wrong. I just remember it was linked to like the live action Zelda being made, but I thought it was to the Link character, but I could have been wrong. And that was like 6 months ago, right?
Yeah.
Haven't heard anything.
And they're radio silent about that film since.
Well, thoughts on the fan cast?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to relate it to this.
Would you be against that decision?
I feel like, okay, here's the thing. I feel like personally the fan base for Zelda's older, right?
You couldn't unpoliticize it if that it were to happen.
Yeah, there's no way to separate the two.
Yeah, you can't be like, oh, nothing's going on.
The gamer fan base would see it as a political decision.
Yeah, it would be bigger than Gamergate.
Yes,
I think.
I see Anya Taylor-Joy for Zelda. That would be a good choice.
Would I be right in saying that the Zelda fan base, just because of how long it's been around,
Probably, yeah.
is probably older, anyways?
Timothy Chalamet for Link.
There you go.
Interesting.
All right. So again, this is just, to me, it's just sad. And seeing this stuff, it really is, when people watch these videos and you're not worried about censorship, if you're just having this discussion on Twitter, what you're going to see is a lot of people saying, like, what you're seeing is the violence of Hollywood,
but don't let its
played out
stature
in
fool
someone's
you.
eyes.
It can be a ruthless hunter.
This is the end result of all the evils of Hollywood.
Just when you think you've seen it all, along
It's
comes
worth
the
mentioning,
Therizinosaurus. And
the
believe it or
general
not,
spirit
those
of this
huge claws you
conversation, I
see,
think,
they
is
actually
worry,
help to
you know?
feed on
It's
vegetation.
not, you know,
For
It's genuinely not hatred,
But-
but
Yeah,
they'll never
it's not-
believe us on
Just
that.
I
do me
know,
one
but
favor, okay?
for
Don't let it near my hair.
For
with
what
those
it's
things.
worth,
for what it's worth,
we're not
no,
hateful.
we hope he's okay.
Everyone knows I have a
All right,
soft spot for this
just the chest.
dinosaur.
Yes.
The
Corey Anderson
Velociraptor.
said, when
And they
is
get a
the
bad
T-Swift
rap as far as I'm
backlash
concerned.
coming?
Never.
If you imprint early
Backlash
enough,
for
you can
what?
make
What backlash?
real
For
connections
For Harrison
with them.
Butker?
Other than
a
Claire,
little every week
Raptors
for
are the
her,
most
I feel.
intelligent
she
partners
gets
I've ever had.
an equal
And
amount
like
of
her,
people that
they can
dislike
kill me in
her,
the blink
and
of an
just very
eye.
loud.
Well, I mean,
a loud
That's a joke.
majority that like her. She gets a fair amount of pushback for how famous she is.
is she gonna give backlash to Harrison Butker?
Oh, I doubt it. She'll stay out of that.
I bet she is talking shit about him, though.
I did
guarantee
see a
it.
really funny thing that said she was performing with a hickey.
She was. She's distracted.
She's back
right
in
now.
high school. She's like, I finally got that football player I never got to date in high school.
But what would be more sinister is if it's just her makeup artists doing that to cause conversation. Rhaegar Targaryen said, boxing and MMA is so satisfying to watch.
It really is.
Mike Tyson was basically Thanos from the 1980s to the 2000s. Corey Anderson said, I hope Tyson knocks out Paul in a minute.
It'd be sick.
I mean, wouldn't it be more fun to watch Paul like try his best to get away and Tyson just stalks him?
Dude, if
But he's got to win quick though, because he's not going to have the endurance that Jake. Paul's
if
gonna have, 'cause
Jake
he's
Paul
20 years
knocks
younger.
out Tyson, it's gonna be so sad. It's gonna be so sad just to see a legend just get knocked out by
Could it end in a stalemate?
We'll have to wait.
a stalemate.
Could it?
Draw.
I love that.
A draw. I mean, that's the way it went with
What if Tyson?
Dylan Dennis
what
and
if,
Logan
what
Paul.
if Tyson just bit his ear?
Oh, you got disqualified.
Throw back and bites his ear.
Whoa.
That would be good.
That'd be great.
That'd be great.
I think Jake would love that.
Yeah.
It would be like he gets to be remembered as
Badge
that
of
guy.
honor.
Yeah. T-Dog said Mary watched the first POTC movie. Wait, what does that stand for?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, very well made and a lot of fun. Also, how many crisis parties to get you to wear that large Russian hat?
What large Russian hat?
Remember when I got that huge hat that was made of alpaca fur?
Oh yeah, that was a long time ago. How many?
5. That seems fair.
5.
That stands
Let's
fantastic.
get to 5, guys.
Said Carousel of Deke, what a powerful and brutal statement.
I aim for strong visuals when I'm giving it.
Great.
Also known as finding yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did you say? That you said like the dildo of consequences
Rarely
rarely
comes
goes.
Damn. What a metaphor.
I mean, that's a terminally online phrase here. The dildo of consequence rarely shows up.
Love that.
Teenage Wilder said, yes, sometimes I lose my stoicism and go savage. Even a gentleman has to vent every now and then. LOL. We respect
You're
that.
not exactly a stoic either. You little shit poster.
True.
Let's do one more.
Alfred the Rock said, I knew a very attractive cheerleader who was celibate until 25, but she went down on anyone that would pay for dinner. She finally got engaged at 27. Interesting.
Seems like a fair middle ground, I guess.
Disavow.
What am I supposed to take with that?
No idea.
Whatever. Like, you know.
But then it's like, what's the point of being celibate then?
She waited. Just make sure she's got her herpes medication and some cream for her face. And do what
Goodness.
you gotta do, bro.
Okay.
I have no idea. Like,
People draw the most arbitrary lines.
that is an unbelievably arbitrary line. He's like, look, she didn't do it down there. Sure, her mouth was basically a train station. but
Everything
other than
above
that-
the neck.
Everything above the neck was a train station, but other than that, she was perfect.
Jeez. All right.
All right, let's hold off on the rest. Let's come back after the fact. Let's move. It's time to talk about Nicola Coughlin.
Are we gonna start the show?
Yes, we're starting the show now.
We're starting the show.
We're starting the show now.
Wait, no. An hour and 32 minutes.
So let's start the show.
And let's get started.
Let's talk about Fats McGee.
I'm sorry. You just threw me off. Okay. So this Bridgerton actress recently did an interview where she claimed she demanded to be nude in Bridgerton in order to say F you to the body shamers.
Here she is.
Throw them a fat middle finger, a really fat middle finger to the body shamers.
In the infamous words of Tim Pool, some guys like fat chicks.
Nicola Coughlan demanded nude scenes as an FU to the body shamers. I specifically asked for certain lines and moments to be included. There's one scene where I'm very naked on camera, and that was my idea.
Well, of
my
course,
choice.
A thin person would just be naked. A fat person would be very naked.
She continued, it just felt like the biggest FU to all the conversations surrounding my body. It was actually amazingly empowering. I felt beautiful in that moment, and I thought, when I'm 80, I want to look back on this and remember how effing hot I was.
Dude, white women, no, women in general are having a week. Mary, rein them in.
The ability of society to just lie to women is one thing. Women's ability to lie to themselves is amazing. It's amazing. It's like
truly.
It's like when somebody posts like the video of Gorlock going out, and they're like, "I pray to one day have half the confidence." Of delusional confidence that Gorlock has.
She's not fully Gorlock level,
No,
honestly.
not.
And you know, she's really like, she looks like she would look great if she lost the weight, honestly.
But that's not the point of this. The point of this, ladies and gentlemen, is that only in modern Hollywood do you get to live under the delusional, narcissistic belief that a studio should spend millions of dollars and risk millions of people turning off the TV to satisfy your narcissistic desire to be validated by society with a big FU to people who say mean things to you on the internet.
Just imagine being the director, and she's like, I insist on being naked. I'm like, okay.
She collaborated with an intimacy coordinator.
I was about to say, like, and then the intimacy coordinator's like, damn.
Lizzie Talbot, to shoot her sex scenes with the leading man, Luke Newton. You go, okay, what do I want to show? What don't I want to show?
See, here's the problem.
What's scripted and what do I want to add?
You get to choose what people see, which is even more narcissistic.
Oh, man.
You really want to prove to me that you want to say F you? Show the stuff you don't want them to see. No good lighting. I want the cellulite to be 110% visible so that people can judge you.
That's realistic.
That's realistic.
Do it in the old IRL studio.
Representation.
Yes,
representation of cellulite matters.
Any fat woman who wants to be naked on camera should be forced to do it in the Timcast studio to film the scenes.
The old one.
Exactly.
So that the lighting.
I think that would kill the porn industry once and
if
for all.
If all porn stars were forced to film scenes in the IRL studio, it's like, oh, you think you're hot? Well, you've never been under these lights.
That would be the end of porn.
Yeah.
In a now deleted Instagram post from 2022, she went off on body shamers, saying, "If you have an opinion about my body, please don't share it with me. Most people are being nice and not trying to be offensive, but I'm just one real-life human being, and it's really hard to take the weight of thousands of opinions on how you look being sent directly to you every day. If you have an opinion about me, that's okay. I understand I'm on TV and that people will have things to think and say, but I beg you to not send it to me directly." Fair enough. I guess. Don't send your opinions to me.
I feel like 99 times out of 100 that's going to be my take, but today it's just like, no.
F you.
You don't get to demand nude scenes and then decide who sends you a message.
Right, no one asked me if I wanted to see you naked. Therefore, you didn't ask for my opinion about your body and you're going to get it.
Yeah. No, like, at the very least, whoever was a camera operator that day has a right to send you an opinion on it.
Yeah, I agree.
Right?
I have to agree. So, this is interesting. Her family is going to be sent an edited PG version of Bridgerton so that they don't have to see her naked.
Why is Hollywood bending over backwards for this lady?
She said, it's literally written into my contract. People think I like saying it as a joke, but I just don't want to. I grew up Irish Catholic. That's just not how we vibe. So,
But it is how you vibe.
I don't think it's ever how anyone vibes that they want to see their child having sex on TV. But
unless you're Sydney Sweeney's grandparents.
Yeah, unless you're Sydney Sweeney's
Yeah.
grandparents that want to see her boobs.
Best hits of the business.
At least she went out of her way. At least she went out of her way to actually get it in the contract.
Yeah,
like stand up for yourself in
You thought
contract
ahead of time.
negotiations.
Yeah.
It's called a
But
non-in
look,
clause.
I want to sign up to be sent the edited PG versions of these shows. I don't want to see you naked.
Dude, that show's so stupid.
I've heard that it's extremely graphic.
It is.
Like for no reason.
It's like 30 seconds in, there's a sex scene.
Yeah. It's like Jane Austen adaptations, but also mixed in with porn.
It should be weird that we have sex right now. Like, it's completely that.
Yeah. Which is just totally, like, not connected to the era in which
I wonder if she's naturally a redhead.
No, she's not.
She's not?
No, I don't think so, because in other photos I think she's blonde. But anyway, this is the same actress that they were promoting as having, like, great chemistry with her co-star.
Maybe I'm wrong here. Why do the fat women in Hollywood always have to be with, like, dudes who are in shape?
Well, that's not her boyfriend, it's her co-star.
But the scene is with, I'm
yes,
guessing is with,
you're right.
That's
you're
what,
right.
Why? Because they know that two fatties just doesn't have the same ring to it?
No.
Brett is cooking!
Cook?
But the fatty with a fatty!
Cook.
Let's be realistic.
We created
We
created widescreen cameras for a reason.
Or at least put it with someone in DC.
He's not very gifted in the face.
Okay.
He's like a normal dude.
But, all credit where it's due. She's 37 and she looks 25.
She does look very young for her age.
She's 37?
It's all the extra weight. It's all the extra, all the extra weight in her face that smooths out her skin.
I just imagine her like, no, put me naked. It's like, no.
It's really weird, right?
It doesn't make sense for a scene. I'm taking it off.
It's giving trench coat flasher vibes.
Yeah.
Like, you need to look at my body. It gets me this weird thrill.
There could be a great Ryan Long skit where the director is like, well, you know, talking about, he's like, well, don't you want to be more modest? And then, like, behind him, like, one of the other actresses is getting naked for their scene. and they're, like, trying to talk her out of it.
Yeah.
I can't with it. It's unbelievably entitled and narcissistic to be able to spend a bunch of a studio's money and risk people just turning it off so that you can clap back at a bunch of people on the internet who said mean stuff about you.
There's a lot of sex scenes in Bridgerton that are not just her. But that's kind of the point of the show.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that it's a specific type of sex scene, meaning that it's with somebody who's not conventionally attractive.
Sure.
Okay, so if it wasn't written, and clearly, if the studio wanted that, they would have written it in for her. Right? If the studio thought that a sex scene from her
I think
would
they
have benefited the show, they would have written it for her and not had her demand them.
I think they just worded it like that in the headline for clicks, but I get what you're saying.
Well, it's working.
I think they wrote the sex scenes for everyone regardless, but I don't want to see any of these people naked, but most especially not the obese ones. I think that's only fair. I'm being sexually harassed by Netflix.
Yeah. I remember when there was that fake button that was supposed to be like you can skip the sex scenes.
I want that button to be a thing.
It doesn't exist, but the button was called like skip the foreplay, which doesn't actually make sense because that would theoretically bring you to the sex scene.
Yeah. But I really wish that were a real thing.
Look, it's her fault that she wasn't around when Girls was being made. She would have fit in more perfectly during Girls.
I don't know. The
Lots of
cast.
naked fat chicks on that one.
The cast of Bridgerton, aside from that one chick who said there aren't enough roles for young women in Hollywood.
What? For young chicks?
They're not really stars, honestly.
The women?
I mean, they're British.
I mean, any of them, really. Are they all British? That's probably why. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. This is just contributing
Little
to
joke of the limeys, huh?
my, like, phobia.
Do we need to throw the tea once more? I'll throw it.
We're spilling it today.
I just can't get over the absolute narcissism of it.
I'm a fan today. I'm Team Daswick all the way.
Anyways, just no. just avoid it. Don't do it. Mary would say don't do any sex scenes at all.
Unless in the privacy of your own home, then it's say okay. You know what I mean?
Did I tell you that I did see somebody give me the perfect example of the most necessary sex scene in Hollywood history?
Oh, Jason Statham.
Which is Jason Statham in Crank, where literally the whole point of the movie is he has to keep his heart rate above a certain amount to stay alive. So he physically has to be having sex to stay alive.
The Community
You
Notes.
can't just do jumping jacks.
Yeah.
That's like a Community Notes Hall of Fame. It's
Yeah.
like, this may be the most necessary sex scene of all time.
Or thick-headed
because
lizard
Chili
in Greek,
needs to keep his
which is
heart
where
rate
it gets
above a
its
certain- He
name.
does the
Claire has
like
accused me of
initially he
being
does
this
a bunch of
dinosaur
cocaine
more than a
and it
few
doesn't work.
times.
I've never seen that
He's also
movie.
an
You should watch
herbivore,
it.
so
It's great.
obviously
Seems like a
she
fun
couldn't be
time.
more wrong
It is.
about me.
It is, and
I
it's
mean,
A little silly.
it's in the. I never saw the sequel. I never saw Crank High Voltage, but it's on HBO Max. But I'm always like almost. Just know. Just know. Or how about this? If they write it in for you, do it, but don't require them to do it for you and risk people turning it off. And if you think that people are shallow enough to turn it off just because the people are on stage are having sex are ugly rather than attractive, you're right. They will.
Getting naked to trigger the haters.
It's human nature.
Our dialogue about this is kind of like when someone says, stop foreign aid to Israel, and then the other person goes, no, we just need to abolish foreign aid to all of these different countries. But it's for sex scenes.
Yes.
Like, I would just say no sex scenes.
Okay.
Wow, that was a metaphor, huh?
There's some metaphor.
All right.
wasn't
Let's
a great
go
one.
to. We got a bunch of
Trying.
super chats to get through.
Sorenko Productions said it's always the SSR eyes. Like eyes.
Yeah. Yep.
I've been told I have those.
You have SSR eyes?
Yeah. I've been told that.
I don't think so.
No?
You mentioned it.
I don't take SSR eyes.
No, the eyes.
Corey Anderson said, Mary, as the resident lady, how are women not dead if they bleed that much 5 to 7 days a month plus quads? I don't know. I'm not a biologist.
Well, you should get days off from doing that. Though. You should get menstrual leave.
I non-ironically agree.
No.
We're still going to do this together.
do I want the dinosaurs to fight?
Rhaegar Targaryen said, Brett,
But
do
do
you
they
remember
want to fight?
Man-Eaters by Chelsea?
For some, it is what
No,
they
I
were
do not,
born
but
for,
I'll have to look into
what
it.
they live for, and what they're willing to die for.
Corey Anderson
That is a
said,
purity
are
that
we
few
not going to
humans
talk
have.
about the male appendage made out of white fur on buckets' faces?
I didn't notice that, but
What?
What do you mean?
I'm cute as a dog.
Maybe your mind is in the gutter.
Yeah,
What that is, my friend, that's called X-rated pareidolia, and you should have that looked at.
That's a thing? Okay.
No, that's not. I'm making that up. But
Oh.
pareidolia is where like you look in a cloud and you think you see something.
I believe everything you say today.
Yeah. If you say it with enough.
You're like, come!
Oh, I watched this. I watched the worst.
Like, I have that.
You know the videos of the. It's always like on a site that's it's like Capital Wealth, and it's just some dude you've never seen before talking really really spiritedly about investing or something like this.
I love it when they're Gen Z.
Yeah.
Listen here, my portfolio is very diversified.
I watched this really
Juice
funny
box.
one today. It's like why watching movies is a scam. And it's just this dude who's like talks to him. He's like, yeah. He's like, I never watch movies. So, like the last time I watched a movie, I think it was like when Avatar 2 was coming out, and Peru had just won the World Cup or something. I don't think it was. Or it was like Argentina had just won the World Cup. So we went to see Avatar 2. So we rented out the whole theater, and then we left after 20 minutes. And he doesn't really tell you why movies are a scam. But I'm watching. It had like 10,000 comments that were just like, I hate you.
I take my start movie time and I start a business.
Yes.
The new thing on Twitter, at least right now, I feel is just no fun allowed people. There's like, I quit drinking and I made this much money the next year. And I sleep for 9 hours a night.
Yeah. Well, that's
and
what
I
this
go
guy's
to
the
bed
hustlers.
at 9 p.m. every night and I hustle and but I somehow sleep 8 hours and for 2 hours every night.
No, the phenomenon that I'm watching is the guys that got shoved in locker pretending to be Andrew Tate. It's like, you remember that tweet that we read? It's like, 9 to 5 job, earning 90,000, get at home, have fun with your friends, kiss your wife goodnight. Ew! I was like, that sounds great. I don't know.
How do men live like this?
Oh my god.
90,000 a year with a home and a beautiful wife?
Might as well be dead. Might as well be dead.
All right, let's do one more.
Your family loves you. Your friends
Shane H.
respect
Wilder's
you.
just said, damn it,
Every
Corey."
dinosaur that's
Corey.
recreated is
He's the
important,
one who saw the
but some
appendage.
also
All right,
capture our
let's
imaginations.
move on. It's time to
The
dunk on boomers,
Allosaurus
which
is
I'm
one
sure
such
will make
Yay!
you happy.
It is
we do
believed
this for
that
you,
in its
Dave.
original
Thanks.
To make you
environment,
happy.
it was
Um,
square
hate
at
'em.
the top of the
AI
food chain.
Facebook
I'm
scams
interested
need
to
to be
discover if
stopped.
that's
And I'm
true,
calling this to
given
your
the
attention
opportunity.
because if you have grandparents that are using Facebook, they might be getting preyed upon by AI scams like these. So basically, there's this trend that we've noticed. We don't really use Facebook, but we've noticed there's this AI slop that just gets circulated onto the pages of Facebook boomers. They don't know how to recognize an AI-generated image. They become very gullible targets for scams, and people steal their money.
The Alamo lizard.
It's kind of crazy.
I mean, that's just
I'm
natural
probably not the
selection.
first
Let's
to ask
look
this,
at
but
these photos.
surely they can't get any
Same
bigger than
Facebook
this,
AI
right?
slop.
Yeah,
If it's all
yeah.
right with you, I'm
There's
just
even a
gonna
whole gimmick
admire
account called
this one from
Insane
afar.
Facebook AI
Less
Slop.
chance of getting a crick in my neck that
That's
way
just
too, huh?
terrifying.
I mean, usually it's like something related to Jesus.
This is the people that run the nation.
There's also like a lot of images of like starving children,
Yeah.
third world children,
Okay,
children
this-
with diseases.
Alexi
This is
Viral.
Robot Jesus bringing you a birthday cake. Thank you.
Why does he have 3 legs?
Don't ask questions. Just consume.
Just consume. That has 32,000 likes.
Yeah.
Dude, it would
There
take-
are a lot of images of like crying children. Like,
Only a boomer would be like, listen, Jesus messaged me on Facebook. He told me the guy said $50,000. Yeah, it's the real Jesus.
oh, look at this one of Jesus next to this big cat.
I'm sorry, but this is.
That's Lizzo with her children. Below that. There's
Jesus
Jesus
cat.
praying next to a giant cat covered in ants.
And then it just says Scarlett Johansson for no reason.
Wait, I don't get how this ends in financial transactions.
Wait, the next one is so good. We'll explain that later, Dane. We're just gonna consume the slop right now.
Got it.
By the way, I'm sorry, but after Portalgate, I'm very tepidly.
No, there's no porn on this.
Get out.
There's no porn. I swear.
What the hell is Shaq doing?
Why?
At least I'm assuming that Shaq.
Why did he put a little
Or
girl
is that-
into that
Or
fish's
is that
mouth?
Rick Ross?
That's shock.
Shock.
Okay. What the hell am I looking at?
I have no idea.
It doesn't matter. You just consume it. You just believe it. There's
Okay.
Jesus as
Whenever
a
a
lobster.
dinosaur
I
dies,
think.
So is that like?
I feel like
supposed
I've
to
lost
be
one of my own.
Jordan Peterson's spirit animal.
Dominance hierarchy.
Yes.
There's a lobster
Can you
Jesus!
explain how people are getting?
Oh wait,
scammed?
I also need you to show these other tweets though. We're not done. Did you think we were done?
This one says I'm unable to view this post because the account owner limits who can view their posts.
Is there one that we use for the thumbnail? Yeah, like it's usually like these types of photos with children in them where they're holding up a sign.
10,000 likes. Mommy and Daddy said we can keep a kitten.
Look at the cat. That's
Cat-
not. Look at the cat closer. That's not a cat.
Dude, Tacti probably silent because he's getting exposed right now. He's probably donating to some of this.
Look at
Doesn't
this.
have
Okay,
super chat money anymore.
there are tons of
What
videos where it's just a child in like inside water on a like a ventilator that has a sign that says "Today is my birthday," and they caption it like "Can I get a wish?"
This is just CNN.
Like, yeah. And then the next one is Emma Watson with no arms. Yeah, that's "Today is my birthday. I just want
I
to
mean, I
wish."
can just see the photo.
Nice abs, though.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Okay.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, like a giant croc-shaped hot tub, a duck toilet, more fake sand sculptures of Jesus, fake like energy drinks, and things of this nature. It's just
What the fuck?
like
is
I
this?
just can't be the only person who has seen this shit, right? Like, why is Jesus made of eggs?
I can't.
It's just that like times a million, and
Dude,
that's
wait,
like what
okay.
a random like this is what the average Facebook page looks like for a boomer just scrolling.
Boomer
Facebook.
rant time.
This is what
Boomer-
they see.
Everyone, boomer rant time. Take a shot.
Yeah.
So, to fool boomers' parents, they pretended to be the IRS and be like, "You owe me tax money. Please send something to this." That's believable.
Yeah.
Like, who would know that the IRS wouldn't call? You know.
Right.
Boomers think Boomers are giving money to Lobster Jesus.
Yes. No, okay.
What
so
a stupid bunch.
Let me try to explain it because I saw this thread that kind of explains it.
Yeah.
For those of you asking, what's the point of this? It's a way for scammers to find gullible people. Watch what happens when I look into the comments of one of those grandma traps. That's what they're called, grandma traps. A typical image that gets pushed into grandma's timeline by the Facebook algorithm. Grandma cannot resist, and it's this photo of a little girl holding a birthday cake. Do you have that? From an angry possum. Yeah, this is the fake photo. It's AI generated of a girl holding a cake. Grandma comments saying, "Good job, sweetie. You just wait and see. As you grow up and keep on making them, people will know why they're so delicious. Because you started at a young age. God bless you." And then you go to this woman's page. She's very obviously a real person, and she is a granny, and she falls for these AI generated images because she's old.
What we need is like trolls going the other way to create realistic fake boomer accounts.
Brett, Brett, scroll down to the replies on her public posts. It's lower down. That one, I think. That is a full screenshot of all of the replies to her public posts. And they're all from scammers.
Okay. So in what? It's
this is one, okay.
Makes me think of Timothy Chalamet sending people messages on Instagram. I need $600 to finish Dune 3.
The one here says, "You need to be very careful with whoever you come across on social media. Keanu Reeves is a very nice man and with a good heart. Lots of things have been going on here. I'm a friend of Keanu Reeves, and I don't like how many people impersonate him on social media. That's why I'm sending you this message." Then they send her a telegram link. God knows what.
This animal has
and
organ
the next thing you
damage that
know,
will
she's
prove
probably
fatal
giving out her
unless we
social
act now.
security number to these people, and like her bank ID and everything. It's insane. So this is one small example of the grandma traps. Look out for your family. This is happening with alarming frequency, and I'm sure it's happening to other vulnerable populations as well.
You bought all the houses, boomers. This is your karmic response.
They're frequently about Jesus or little kids who have some amazing art, little kids suffering, vets who are missing legs and want a birthday wish, or grandma knitting.
Trump didn't actually ride a unicorn while flying an American flag behind him?
It's hard to believe from the perspective of someone like us who can easily tell when an image is AI generated, but I believe Gen Xers, it's difficult for them to discern it because they're just not as online.
Okay, I don't even know what this means.
Oh, that's a hot dog video.
Better give it $10 million. Because there's not a set that's going to make
the Jesus pomegranate. He's about to tuck into a Jesus pomegranate. This is an amputee and deserves it.
This one's great.
AI is not being used for good. That's all I'll say.
Nor will it be.
So the question is, can we save the boomers? Well, no, because they're going to live forever and they're going to keep doing this. And
they're going to be spending their money on Facebook AI scams, cruises in Bermuda, and Florida Airbnbs.
Last time I talked about the boomers, we had to delete the episode.
Zip your lips. That's fine.
Smile, look pretty.
I just can't.
But, think about it. This is how AI looks now, but it would have been shocking to see images even this developed like a couple of years ago. Think about where it's going to be in a couple of years from now, and maybe it will even be scamming us. I'm just saying.
Shouts to the Indian guys that are scamming boomers.
I can't.
I'm making assumptions.
I know that we dislike boomers on this show, but I can't take a side with the Indian scammers. I can't be.
They're doing God's work.
The MVU scan confirms what I thought.
I don't feel bad for the boomers necessarily, but I just can't side with the Indian scammers.
Right, Tech People is quiet. He lost all his money to Watermelon and Jesus.
Let's keep an eye on it.
He can't donate a cent.
What is
He feels
the
called
dog?
out right now.
What is the dog eating in this? And why does everybody have one leg?
How did Jesus lose his leg but not his toes?
Well, it's a fake toe. It's a fake foot.
He has prosthetic toes but not a prosthetic leg.
Correct.
Got it.
Correct.
So he can fit those sandals.
Look, it's the boomers are they're gonna live forever. They're gonna just continue to hoard all the wealth, and this will be their comeuppance.
Can we keep looking at AI slop?
If you can show me more, like.
Did you do your homework?
Look at this.
What is this?
Dude? He did woodwork of Putin.
I mean, what are these prompts? Like, who's making this?
I promise they're not pornographic. It'll be okay. He shaved Jesus into his head.
What is this, dude?
There's a rooster
Tim
train.
might get down on this one.
Tim would like this.
Rooster train.
Rooster train.
Tim likes boomers.
Mutant twins. Cool. There's a kid with a robot made of bottles.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
The next one is just Jesus on a ventilator saying it's his birthday. What is this? What is going on?
I still don't know how you lose money watching these.
Telegram links.
When a boomer sees this, they're just like, shut up and take my money!
Like, oh, I gotta donate to the evil space people attacking poor Africans.
It must be crazy in general to grow up and live most of your adult life without the internet, and then it's just here, and you're supposed to know how to deal with it, like... And then this happens. What is this? She's
Holy Bibble. Holy Bibby. Wait, no.
It's a policewoman. It's a police woman holding the Holy Bibble.
It says HDOIX Bibby.
She's kind of a baddie too.
May 2024 is
Kinda
your
cute.
best year.
US Army. I love the idea that somebody's like, well, I enlisted because of Top Gun, and somebody's like, well, I enlisted because I saw this girl coming out of the ocean.
I love because
with the
like
Holy Bible.
What makes I say shit lips are like, oh, Russian hacking is so sophisticated. And I'm like, you got some Indian with what's it called, Mid-Journey, just putting a chick with a giant Bible in the ocean, and he's making millions of stupid effing boomers. It's so sophisticated, you wouldn't get it. The algorithms.
Russian hackers hate him.
The algorithms are so complex, you know. It's really some 17D chess.
It's Gollum's birthday.
It's Jesus. It's Jesus
And he has a
watermelon.
turkey dinner in the hospital bed? Damn.
Christ almighty.
And that turkey was well done. Well done.
This is like Elsa Gate for boomers.
It is. It is.
Why is oh no, I see one where it's a child holding a teddy bear that's made of like condoms that have been repurposed.
What? Show Bubs.
There's like a child playing with a crocodile made of pizzas.
Woo!
It's just never ending.
Okay, this one's, unless I'm missing something here, this one could be considered weird, but not creepy.
It's
other than
still
just kind
creepy.
of, the face is kind of creepy.
It's a little creepy.
20 there.
The Manic Mustache said, late as always and apropos to lose. I only ever lost a finger. It was a work accident. I deal with this almost every waking moment. I can't only imagine the true pain Paige is going through after losing so much of her body.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought you mentioned that because of all of these AI-generated amputations that we're seeing.
You know.
Well,
sorry.
is there a moral to this story?
Yeah.
Do the boomers deserve it? I think, guys, if you care about your grandparents, you've got to make sure that they're not falling for this stuff. It's like very predatory.
Take care of the boomers in your life.
The ones you care
Feel
about.
no responsibility.
The rest
for
of them,
them.
yeah, leave them to the wolves.
All right, let's go to Super Chat.
Pat the Plumber said, damn it, Corey, now I gotta go back and look after the show. Rhaegar Targaryen said, queer means defying traditional or normalized standards, typically those held by Western civilized nations. It is subversion, its brand is disorder.
Yes, queer ideology is vastly different than the other aspects than a lot of the other parts of it.
I thought it was supposed to be the N-word, but for gay people.
That's what I thought all my life.
They repurposed it as like a term of
Maybe their own.
But they don't really walk into the room and they're like, "Hey, queers!" Like they don't really do that. They talk about like queer folk and queer communities.
Folk is such an interesting word.
Folks with an X.
Ooh.
Serenko Productions said it sounds like Paige was great and never dealt with it. It's quite possible. Wouldn't be the first example of that. The Rumbling said she looks like she has Stockholm Syndrome. I mean, in a way, that's true. Because, like, her captors, I guess, are the rest of the Hollywoodans. Mr. Anderson said, when Elliot Page crying can be laughed at and memed like Will Smith crying, then we will know she has become a man. No F's given, only L's. That is all.
Yeah.
I think of like female to male transitioners and male to female transitioners as like entirely different categories of like psychological phenomenon, almost, and that's why I react differently.
Yeah, we're talking about.
Corey Anderson said Taylor Swift oversaturation, when we'll turn on her. We'll talk about that tomorrow, I think.
We live in a culture now where it's like, I feel like there's just so many forms of media and so many outlets that the idea of oversaturation is harder to reach these days. Because if that was true, everything would be oversaturated. And
yeah.
And you lose one fan and you pick up two more somewhere else, especially when you're someone like her.
Yeah, but it does feel like people are getting tired of her.
I mean, us, yeah, but
not
like
us. I mean,
Taylor Swift?
I mean, Stan Twitter.
Oh, okay. So the people within her sphere.
Yeah. Desumasuku said, sorry, I butchered that. Feeling sorry for her decisions would be like somebody feeling sorry for me, a smoker getting lung cancer. Nobody needs to warn us. We aren't children with no way to access info. I've read Martin's Dan. I think that's honestly different because the medical establishment promotes what she's doing and condemns what you're doing, smoking cigarettes. Although at one time in the previous century it was something doctors recommended.
Yep.
The dominating narrative changed. So I feel there are extenuating circumstances here. Pat the Plumber said Paige ruined Umbrella Academy and I will not forgive her for it. They really had to make her character transition in the show.
I don't know what that show was about.
It's based on a comic that Gerard Way created. He was the My Chemical Romance guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, because he used to work for Marvel. That's like what he started out.
You know, he's cousins with Joe Rogan.
Yeah. How close? They're first cousins or second?
I don't know. I'll text Joe.
If you're second,
my buddy.
Can you text Joe and ask him? Just check with him for me. Serenko Productions said, "Paint me like one of your fat girls." Jewish AF said, "No more menstruations until we get a ceasefire." No more menstruating.
No menstruation, not even once.
Korean.
I found out, but to the thing about cousins, like when I found out, I think Kurt Angle is cousins with John Bernthal, the dude from The Walking Dead, and he plays the Punisher. And like, there's like a picture of them, like a family event. And you're like, that's weird.
I love Kurt Angle. He was my favorite.
Kurt Angle.
And Triple H.
Kurt Angle ruled because he was smarmy and annoying in the best way, but he was so good that nobody cared.
At the intro.
Yes.
You suck.
Yeah, like
it was
he
so iconic.
Like, literally when he comes out to the ring, it's a term of endearment for the crowd to shout at him and say, "You suck." And he's like, "Yeah."
Dude, when Colby walked out to Kurt Angle's theme, it was epic. Too bad he.
Yes.
No, he won that one.
Do you guys think that Gerard Way better than Joe Rogan Experience?
Who?
The My Chemical.
I don't know why he has it.
I can't imagine why. Maybe they had a falling out. Corey Anderson said Chubby's co-star should have said, "Nah, fam, I need a stuntman for the sex." No, what's really messed up though is I think that he was into it because they kept on spreading these stories around that were like they had great chemistry and they kept going after they yelled cut and like all of this.
Oh, they kept going. That sounds like
so he
some
was
PR
into
speak.
it. Maybe.
I mean,
Yeah, right,
it's
fake.
very common to
Question
have a
mark.
body double, and he's just like, look, I'm gonna need to tag in the body double on this one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's just like gagging in his mouth.
The great skit would be like he does the scene with a thinner actress, but then when she's there, he's like, you know what? I'm feeling a little bloated today. I don't think I can do it. We're gonna have to have my body double in here, and then
I'm sorry. Everyone has insecurities. Pat the plumber said they make fun of my body, so I give them more ammo. That is the thought process.
Probably known to choose.
Shane H. Wilder said, Dane, we need to throw the grande caramel mocha frappuccinos in the harbor. Tea would not make it back. Pat the plumber said, Mary, did you sleep with your contacts in last night? Yes.
No, don't do that.
I know it's bad, but
It's like life-changing.
not for everyone.
Okay.
That's like,
Okay. I warned you.
isn't that the exception?
Yep, it's broken,
Usually.
but appears to be minor. Let's treat it before it
We are
turns
like-
into
Dude,
Listen,
but like, oh, my cousin.
Listen, what you do inside your home is...
As long as you sleep in your contacts in your own home. Why are we becoming libertarian?
That's part of my
That
head.
was literally not
I love how it still is like bothering you so much.
very annoying.
Well, stop fencing.
You literally just said it and never let me actually make my point, and I just never bothered to.
So you can make your point now.
It's not relevant to the show because that's the
Oh, okay.
That Stanzatastic said to appease the
Actually, if we got 5, we would be comparing the Russian hat.
I guess they just don't care about it.
Let's not care about the Russian hat.
Tactic Body said Dane sincerely, your wife is a lucky
Dane's over here being an absolute jerk to Tactic. Tactic's over here just being polite.
Yeah. What are you gonna say to that, Dane?
Step it up. I saw it was only $2. When
He also said, Dane, I'd let you live in my house for low rent to save up for an affordable house here in West Virginia. Low 200, brand new houses. Some evil boomer I must be.
I want to live with you.
That's kind of weird, bro.
What the hell is that? Okay, thanks.
Really wants to be around you more often.
No, he was proving that he's generous, unlike the
Oh,
other
yeah.
boomers.
Yeah, that's what he was
Great.
doing.
Shane H. Wilder said, damn, Dane talks shit about Tacky. Tacky comes back with a compliment. AI is horrendous. Mary beat me to the Elsa gate. for
He's
girls."
literally like bragging about owning a home. It's like,
Great
"Oh,
minds.
So you can save some money because your generation's all poor. Mine's not. I got a home I gave 3
Save
strawberries for.
some money because you bought so much avocado
Ah,
toast.
that damn avocado toast. Oh well, you know, I'll pay your small rent to live in my basement. It's okay. Save some money.
That Stanzatastic said, please chop this section ASAP so it can be shared. Phenomenal content out here. Best segment ever.
I hope he's talking about the AI one. I really do.
I think so. Yes.
I still don't get it.
Is that sarcastic? Like you hate it?
It might be.
Maybe. The Manic Mustache said, sorry for that downer. Thank y'all for the great show.
Well, thank you for watching.
Tacticlati said, Mary, you are like a brand new sports car.
I don't get it.
Might be related to my
your
tweet.
What was it? Do you want to explain the tweet to everyone?
It was so dumb. It literally just came to me and I was like, I don't even know what this means, but I'm going to tweet it.
I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't really
What was it?
follow your logic. Okay, do you want to send it to me? Send it to me.
Okay.
Or I can find it. I can find it.
No, I think it was like a hot girl on birth control is like a sports car without an engine. That's what I said.
Do you want to explain that to people?
And then I posted like
I
this.
get it, but I don't. But I get
I posted this
Like,
picture of Dan Bilzerian. It's like posing with a bunch of chicks that.
Transportation
Like I
underway.
literally I tweeted this not knowing what it meant.
Asset
So
transportation
that's
in progress.
anytime that you see something that I tweeted, you should assume that I didn't really think it through.
Here, the thing is, this is another
Love
one of
that.
those like audience demographic things where like nobody who's not part of like Christian conservatism, or at least in this space, and thinks about morality on that level, is looking at this and thinking anything other than like.
Can we try to break it down here?
Can we
on
try
air?
to break it down?
It's like a sports car, so
transportation underway.
flashy,
It's hot.
sought after. desirable thing, but without an engine. So it can't run, thus it's not serving its primary function.
Basically.
Transit has
That works. Perfect.
Genius. Genius Dane.
That's why they pay me the...
You're the tweet whisperer.
That's why they pay me the small bucks so I can live in Techie Platties.
Okay. Okay. Potatoes for Seamus said, Ola, Dane, Brett is amazing, and Mary is the best at making Aussies sound awesome.
You do a fantastic Australian accent.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Shane H. Wilder said, okay, after saying it, I had to make the Bluey smoking a cig meme. Don't ask why Bluey looks like Ben Affleck.
I did see it.
Do we have it?
We have
who sent me that they're getting divorced?
They seem to be on the rocks. He was pictured as I was running around the other day, and he's not.
Well, they took a picture together, and it was like they were laughing. And
Well, you
just
fun,
subterfuge.
You're telling me her 7th marriage isn't working out?
Well, they said it was a Latina moment, JK.
Never mind.
So maybe that was just...
My condolences.
She had him move out, and then she was like, I forgive you.
Sorry,
Come
papi.
back.
I love you.
Corey Anderson said... Okay. I'm not going to say that.
Okay.
Gordon Shumway said, Mary, sleeping with your contacts in is really bad. I had a friend who used to do that all the time. Eventually, he got an eye infection that cost him his eye. He had to get a transplant.
Do you really want to become Eye Patch Mary? I don't think you do.
Yeah, or Michael Bisping.
There's like a very small part of me that does want to be Eye Patch Mary, but most of me is like, no.
Guys, how many crisis parties for Eye Patch Mary?
I'll wear an eye patch for the whole show.
Are you guys ready for another episode of Pop Culture Crisis, she says.
Yikes.
We can do that.
That can be arranged. Okay, you've sufficiently scaremongered me. It's just difficult because I've known so many people that sleep in their contacts and nothing ever happened to them. You know? Seems like most of the time nothing goes wrong.
Yeah, but that's the problem.
I know two people.
You're running the risk of you being the one that does it. That it does happen.
That would be just my luck too, wouldn't it?
Yes.
That Stanzatastic said, no, I loved it. I was dying over here.
In reference to the
AI scams.
The AI segment, that was hilarious in a depressing and disturbing sort of way.
What? Oh my god, I saw Bad
Better than the Portal.
What happened to Bad App? Is it still a thing?
Bad App is alive out there somewhere, but we haven't seen him in ages.
Damn. What a throwback, huh?
I still have his merch. Shane H. Wilder said, Cody, this is why we can't have nice things. Potatoes for Seamus said, Happy Wednesday, Mary. And then he said, Bad App, I'm not going to do that. Perfect. And I think we're all caught.
Rhaegar Targaryen says, slept in my contacts for decades. My eyes are fine.
See? That could be me in a few decades.
But it could also not be you, which is kind of the point. Guys, we're going to hang out till the third crisis.
There's another one from Shane H. Wilder here.
Yep.
Correction. Damn it, Corey. Sometimes it's hard to tell you guys apart. Yeah. Yeah. They're both repeat offenders.
Yes. Well, we can hang out until the third crisis party. That would be cool. I would like a third crisis party. Although I can't tell how, hold on. I can actually find that out now. 20 away.
Okay.
Almost there.
20 old smackers.
Yep. But it's a lot more than that if you want to get married to wear the Russian hat.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's not going to happen.
That would be cool, though. Oh, there's another one there from Shane H. Wilder.
He said, oh, this one is from That's Fantastic. Get them with kindness, Tacty. Hi, Eye Patch Mary.
I'm with you, Tacty. You know, kill him with kindness unless you're the fat chick.
I want to keep this eye because I think it's my strong eye.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah.
And then Corey Anderson has another one. I'm not sure you're going to read that one. Okay.
I'm not reading.
Shane H. Wilder says, are Corey and Cody the progeny of Bad App?
Kind of. They're like the spiritual successors to Bad App.
Okay.
There have been other problem children in the chat.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, I was going to hold out, but if anybody wants to get in that third crisis party before we go, we can.
I guess that you guys just don't appreciate us.
Must be what it is. All right, Dane, my friend, thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And let everybody know where they can find you.
You can find me in Tacti Platty's basement since he's so gregarious and he's letting me have it. Me and my wife. That's where I'll be.
It's gregarious.
Gregarious. Sorry, my bad.
You gonna spell out where we can find you on Twitter?
At Dane Font on Twitter. Now I shall spell that out for you. DANE.
There's a couple more super chats that came in there.
Corey Anderson said, "It's easy to tell us apart. I don't have a sister."
Aha! That is true.
True. High Vulture 75 said, "The rare times I slept in my contacts, usually drunk, I would wake up with a dry piece of plastic on my eyeball. How can you stand it?" But my eyes don't get dry like that.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen to me.
She's like, Visine is your friend.
What?
There's two more there.
Okay. That's fantastic. Said here, party time. Thank you.
Well, almost party time, but thank you for that.
Potatoes for Seamus said, "Mary, I appreciate you. Maybe."
I don't get it.
Someone's playing the long game.
All right.
You're gonna play hard to get.
All right, Mary, where can they find you?
You can send me validation on Instagram at Mary Archived, or you can send me hate on X. That is also Mary Archived.
Super Chat's caught up. We did get the third Crisis Party. Ladies and gentlemen, so you are going to get a post-credit scene, assuming, of course, that it does not go off while I'm doing the outro. So if you guys would... did I ask you yours? I'm serious.
Yes. Okay. I have told them where to find me.
Good. I was too busy just looking at the meter. Guys, if you want to follow me, Instagram and Twix at Red.
It is now public and private. In the corporate press, we have stories from Politico. Ex-DNC Vice Chair Biden must be pushed to drop out. According to Tucker Carlson, Obama and other prominent Democrats behind the scenes are saying Biden must drop out. Bill O'Reilly is reporting that the decision has already been made. They just don't know how to spin it yet. Might I offer a suggestion? Joe Biden stumbles on stage suffering a medical issue and Gavin Newsom runs out to save him. Just saying. Now, I'm going to go ahead and believe that, yes, Biden's out. I really do think so. Bill O'Reilly's got 2 tweets about it. I'm going to need a little bit more confirmation to say definitively, but the reason why I'm leaning towards it's likely the case, although what that probability may be, I don't know. It has to do with the New York Times pre-writing, or at least pre-preparing, an article calling for Joe Biden to quit, and then only publishing it after the debate was over. Democrats behind the scenes knew full well that Joe Biden is gone. According to a report from Tucker Carlson, it is Jill Biden that is cloistering Joe away from everybody, running everything, pulling the strings, and making sure Joe does not step down. But when you watch these videos from the debate, there is nothing you can do anymore. Alex Jones has this video where after the debate, Donald Trump waves and just casually walks off the stage, just goes around the corner and goes backstage. Joe Biden, holding Jill's hand, struggles to walk, zombie mode, can't bend his legs, and sidesteps to walk down a single step. You watch this video and you're like, this guy's zombie hands, he's Cornholio, he is gone. When you pull up a Google search, you see it across the board. Everyone's saying Biden drop out. Now, I said back in November, I did not think Biden would be the candidate. I didn't see how. And they really, really pushed it, didn't they? I mean, it's July 1st. It's MAGA month, ladies and gentlemen. Happy MAGA month, by the way. 4th of July coming up. We'll be off, of course, Thursday and Friday to celebrate America. But they really pushed it. They pushed it as far as they could. And the question is why? Well, perhaps it's because if they swapped in, say, a Gretchen Whitmer or a Gavin Newsom, that would give the Republicans time to start doing opposition research. So the idea, I suppose, is drag this out as long as you can so that Republicans have no opportunity to say anything, to do any research, and you can throw in a Gretchen Whitmer or a Gavin Newsom at the last minute and say, he's better than Trump. I mean, the reality is, Trump is an old guy. He's an old guy. But he's spry. On stage, he had great answers. He did really, really well. We were all very excited for his performance. Joe Biden was completely gone. But right now, what are we seeing? The Democrats and the liberal personalities are loading up on why Trump is wrong, why Trump lied, and why Trump is bad. While at the same time saying, yes, Joe Biden is bad. He's not all there. Though there are some liberal personalities who are trying to argue for Joe Biden to stay. I think the play is this. I think when they swap in Newsom or Whitmer, or whoever it may be, maybe Newsom, they are trying to poison the well. Trump bad for all these reasons. Then they bring in Gavin Newsom, and there's no Oppo research. There's no scandals. You get the point. The first thing I want to do, I don't want to read this tweet from, we'll read this story from Politico in a second. Head over to timcast.com, click join us, become a member, support our work directly because, oh boy, it's election season and they will be coming after us the same as many other political channels. If you want to support our work, you think we do good work, timcast.com, click join us, but also RNC 2024 Milwaukee live. If you want to hang out live and watch the show in a studio audience, go to timcast.com, click that banner. But the first thing I want to read for you guys is this from Bill O'Reilly and then Tucker Carlson. Bill O'Reilly with no spin news coming out rather bluntly. I can't believe it, really. I mean, I mean that half literally. It's hard to believe this is true. O'Reilly says, here's a Biden update from BillO'Reilly.com news headquarters. The decision has been made that the president will quit the campaign. 2 reasons. Democrat internal polling says he cannot recover from the debate, and fundraising is drying up. So it's over for Joe. But the White House doesn't yet know how or when to make the announcement. Stay close. I do not believe Bill O'Reilly would report this willy-nilly. I think he's going to have some source behind him. That being said, whatever that source may be, I don't know. So I'm going to need a little bit, I will need a little bit more confirmation. I won't just come out and say BillO'Reilly.com confirms because, well, it's one guy. You know, usually when you get something as big as the New York Times or say the Wall Street Journal, that's a story that has gotten so big that it will be confirmed by campaign officials and other staffers. Bill O'Reilly saying this is interesting. I would say it's corroborated. I would say it makes sense, but we don't know for sure just yet. Tucker Carlson this early morning tweets out from an unusually good source. Obama's tweet supporting Joe Biden was disingenuous. In private, Obama is telling people Biden can't win, and he is therefore in favor of an open convention. Obama will not say whom he supports, nor as of yesterday afternoon had he met personally with Biden to deliver the message. Relations between the Obamas and the Bidens have never been warm. At times, they've been hostile. But recently, they've deteriorated further, mostly due to Jill Biden. In the hours and days after the debate, she kept her husband cloistered away from anyone who might convince him to drop out. Jill Biden is the driving force behind her husband's re-election campaign, just as she was in 2020, when other members of the family, including Biden's sister Val, considered him too impaired to run. The next generation of potential Democratic candidates understands all this as an opportunity, and they're circling, particularly Gretchen Whitmer, who is promoting herself aggressively. I think we have the Whitmer poll right here. They're actually polling. Trump beats Whitmer by 2 points in a new general election poll of likely voters. Why are they doing polls with Gretchen Whitmer? Well, my friends, you take a look at the polling after that debacle on the debate stage, and it is a disaster. An absolute disaster for the Democrats. Right now, the Real Clear Politics average has Donald Trump up 2 points in aggregate. 2 whole points in aggregate. That's amazing. And then we jump over here to the betting odds over at Real Clear Politics. Take a look at this. Biden's betting odds were already bad enough before the debate, with Biden sitting at around 34%, 35%, Trump's 51%. As of today, it would appear that Joe Biden is at 19.7%. Those are the betting odds. So this is a percentage out of 100. You've got BetOnline, Betfair, Bovada, Polymarket, Predicted, and Smarkets. Smarkets has him at 17. Betfair has him at 16. That's wild. Take a look at this. Not only is he not... his odds for the presidency are dropping. His odds for the Democratic nomination are dropping. Joe Biden, predicted says, who will win the 2024 Democratic presidential nomination? Biden's at 61. That's absolutely nuts. I mean, you look at this. Donald Trump for the GOP is at 94 cents. Why? Well, because you have to have a rock bottom for the other no-names. Nikki Haley, Ron DeSantis, Pompeo, and Mitt Romney are all at 1 cent. Look at you can't even buy no. It's not applicable. That's how low it is. Yeah, no way. Because that's free money. Here's how it works. If you buy a Predicted 1 share of buy. See how it says buy yes and buy? This is really fascinating, actually. Okay, we can't log in. So if you click buy no for Ron DeSantis, it costs 99 cents. 99 cents, okay, for every share. If Ron DeSantis is not the nominee, you get $1. I mean, to me, that sounds kind of like free money, but I think there's like a commission or something, so you probably end up losing anyway. But think about that. If you buy yes for Donald Trump at 94 cents, you got a guaranteed 6 cents on the dollar. Who wouldn't take that? Donald Trump will be the nominee. As for the presidency, Joe Biden has bounced up from predicted to 32, and I wonder if that's reflected in the betting average. No, they have him at 27. So he has improved a little bit since they started collecting those polls. Now, here's the fun part. You head over to 538. They got Donald Trump at 41.7 in aggregate to Biden's 40.4%. The reason that's wild is that 538 doesn't take some of the same polls RCP does, and they're more likely to favor the left. Let's roll, baby. Let's take a look at the aftermath of all of this. Big Fish says you can't make this stuff up. Look at this tweet. Anthony Scaramucci says, I went to President Biden's fundraiser in East Hampton, and I thought he did quite well reading the teleprompter today and meeting with people. However, that is not going to be enough to prove to the American people that he's up for another 4 years. Brian Stelter says he uses a teleprompter at a fundraiser? Yeah. It's funny, people thought Obama was the puppet. The puppet master, sorry. Maybe it was Joe Biden. Some people said that. Aaron Blake says CBS YouGov poll shows an even wider gap on who won the debate than the Snap polls. 56 for Trump. 16 for Biden. Take a look at this. Joe Biden, 16%. Trump at 56. What's fascinating is when you break down by demographic. When you take a look at under 30s, 23% think Joe Biden won. Wow. When you look at everyone older, it's all Trump. That's remarkable. Interestingly, when you look at white, black, and Hispanic, black voters overwhelmingly say Biden won, but that it was kind of a tie, so it's split between the two. Hispanic voters say it was a tie, but still think Donald Trump ended up winning. That I find absolutely fascinating. DNC host city's major newspaper calls second Biden term a ridiculous idea and urges him to drop out of the race. It is a ridiculous idea, and he should drop out of the race. I can't believe it's come this far. No, I got some stuff for you. Look, I could go through all these stories. Here's Google. Biden drop out. Politico. Biden must drop out. NDTV. Time for Joe to go. Fox News. DNC says no. It's ridiculous. CNN says Democrats fear replacement scenarios as much as keeping Biden. New York Times. Should Biden heed calls to drop out? ABC. Biden campaign argues president dropping out would lead to weeks. Weeks of what? All right, we'll click it. Would lead weeks of chaos. That's what I figured they were going to say. Yeah. Here we are. The whole news cycle is dominated by drop out Joe Biden. Well, what's fascinating is that Biden had a secret meeting. Look at this one from NBC News. It's a mess. Biden turns to family on his path forward after a disastrous debate. And you thought this was Joe Biden going to his family and saying, look, I'm a little tired here. Can't do it. And they were going to say, you're right, Joe. You are old, you are tired, you can't do it. Nope, other way around. Biden's family tells him to keep fighting as they huddle at Camp David. Well, Hunter Biden's like, Dad, I'm going to jail. You need to get me out of this. Jill's like, I will not go back to being nothing. I'm a doctor of education. Yeah, Dr. Jill, ha ha ha. Remember when The View thought she was a real doctor, like a medical doctor? And then they were like, actually, she's barely a doctor as it is because she's like a doctor in education, which means nothing. Uh-oh. I want to show you this one. This one's really important. It's 6 minutes. I'm not going to play the full 6 minutes. Elon Musk highlighting this meme that almost the entire media repeated the same lie with the exact same words is disturbing. The legacy news is not merely fake, but also unoriginally fake. If you want to know the truth, it's on X. Listen to this. Whoa, let me make sure is the audio not
analytically?
Let's start.
Is this version of Biden intellectually, analytically, is the best Biden ever.
He is sharp, intensely probing, and detail-oriented and focused.
For example, we have 1,000 trillionaires in America. billionaires in America. This is a man who is sharp, who is on top of his game, who knows what's going on. He's smart. He's on his game.
His mental acuity is great.
This is a very sharp president.
And the people that I've talked to say he's as sharp as a tack. He's fine.
They say he's sharp.
There's not a problem. He was sharp.
He was sharper than anyone I've spoken to.
The president is sharp and he is tireless.
He is sharp.
As sharp as...
It goes on like this for 6.5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 6.5 minutes of the media saying over and over again that Joe Biden is sharp and with it and he can do the job. They kept claiming it was a cheap fake. Here we go. National Review. Democrats can't cheap fake their way out of this. We post a video of what appears to be Joe Biden taking a dump on stage. And I say, I don't know if he actually is. Just looks like he is. Okay? I don't know. Maybe he didn't. I'm just saying. We got 1,000 of these videos and they go, that's a cheap fake. A cheap fake is when you take a video out of context. No, turns out it was all in context. Now I ask you, dear viewers, after watching that debate, do you now understand why we think it's plausible dude may have taken a dump in his pants? I'm not trying to be mean to an old man, okay? But people over 80 have a very high rate of fecal incontinence. And we all watched that video, and we started thinking like 81-year-old man who struggles to walk. Is it possible? Let's call it a 1 in 5 chance. And the media's like, cheap fake, that never happened. Well, I don't know for sure that it did. I think it's silly that we keep bringing it up, but we have to. It's an old man who can barely walk. Let me pull up another video for you guys. I got so many of these videos lined up. What do we have here? Polling data, that one's important. We'll pull that one up. Trump is currently up 5 points in a new general election poll. And we have this from Alex Jones. I'm going to play this video for you. It's a minute long. For those just listening, I'll describe it. And let's get that sound playing. That's not going to play any sound. It's just Eye of the Tiger. But so after the debate, Donald Trump casually just walks off stage. He walks around the back and uneventful. Camera then pans to Joe, and I can't believe this is real. Honestly, I can't believe it. Jill holding Joe's hand, and Joe cannot bend his legs to get down a single step. He has to do a side step. He can't bend his hips. His hands in cornholio mode. He's demented. He is demented. Okay, I'm not saying that as an insult. Like, I'm saying literally he is suffering from dementia. And it is clear, and it is right in front of our eyes. So I don't know what to tell you, man. This is where we are currently at. You've got more of these videos. You've got this poll. I'll play this polling video. CNN freaking out. This is amazing. And I will stress, when you watch an 80-year-old man whose hands are locked like this, like claws. Did you see his hands? Locked like claws, sticking in front of him, and he can't bend his hips to walk down a single step. And then someone says, I think that guy may crap his pants when he squatted down like that. I'd be like, oh, that guy? Yeah, that guy should be in hospice. I don't know what they're doing. There's this Axios article where they're like, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., he is dependably engaged. He's sleeping. He's sleeping. That's it. And they have him wait for a couple hours to do press stuff. Then he goes back to sleep. Oh, Grandpa Joe is gone. Man, he's gone. And we can all see it. The funny thing is the media pulled that lie where they're like, he's sharp as a tack. Spare me, dude. Here we go. I hope you guys are ready for this one. This one's good because this is
For President Biden post-debate?
We do. You know, CBS News YouGov conducted some polling post-debate. We can compare it to the pre-debate numbers. And the bottom line, Alice, it's not any good. It's not any good. Look at this. Voters who say that Biden has the mental health to be president. It was just 35% pre-debate. Look where it's dropped to now post-debate, 27%. How about that he should be running for president? It was 37% pre-debate. It's now 28%. I have never seen numbers this bad for an incumbent president during my lifetime. I mean, that mental health to be president, just 27%. You might say, okay, you know, that's low, but a lot of people thought Biden was too old back in 2020. These numbers look nothing like this back in 2020. These numbers were bad already, and the truth is, Allison, they have gotten just considerably worse, even in just a few days after that first presidential debate.
Do we have new poll numbers for President Biden?
And that's just a loop. That's just a loop. So I just got to show you that again. I mean, look how incredible this is. I feel bad for the 35%. I feel bad for the 27%. I mean, wow. You know, I have conversations every day with friends and family. And there's a lot of people who really do live in CBS world. Oh, my favorite was this weekend. Some family reached out to me and they were like, "Did you hear that the Supreme Court just legalized bribery?" And I was like, heavens me, what? That's right, the Snyder ruling. That if you receive money after an official act, it's not a bribe. It's a gratuity, therefore bribery is legal. And I said, I kind of think that's probably wrong, and I'm going to read it. And so I read the Supreme Court opinion on Snyder. And then I sent it to my family, and they went, oh, okay, now I get it. Yeah, they did not legalize bribery. And so this past weekend, I'm hanging out at the old poker tables, and there's a kindly old feller sitting next to me. And after winning a hand of poker, he makes a joke that he's going to need this money for when he gets pulled over, and he can tell the officer, hey, don't give me a ticket. And then after he doesn't give him a ticket, he'll give him a tip. Because the Supreme Court legalized bribery. And I said, that sounds like something CNN or MSNBC reported. And he's like, well, what do you mean? And then, the other guys at the table, they know who I am. And I was like, that's not what the ruling does. That's not what the ruling said. I'll break it down for you. Long story short. And I'm really just paraphrasing and probably oversimplifying. But the general idea was a guy awarded some contracts as mayor. Several years later, he got paid by that same company, claimed he was consulting. The Fed said it was an illegal gratuity and charged him under the bribery statute. The Supreme Court said, whoa, guys, you have to charge him for gratuity, not bribery. Overturned. If you don't charge them properly, people will start claiming that these aren't bribes, they're gratuities. You get the point? Okay, so basically, gratuities are illegal, okay? Not all of them. The point made, I think it was Kavanaugh who wrote this, is that if someone, I shouldn't say but if someone goes to a public official and says, hey, hook me up, maybe down the road I'll do a favor for you, wink, wink. This now sets the stage for what's called illegal gratuity, illicit gratuity. So the mayor says, we need to order some, concrete, we need to build a building. And the contractor says, you award us this contract and maybe in a couple of years we'll get a job for you after you're out of office. That's it. That's what makes it an illegal gratuity, because they're two different words describing the same thing. Promise of reward in exchange for an official act. Bribery is when the money comes first. Gratuity is when the money comes second. And so I'll wrap this up, but this is where it comes down to the 27%. This guy said, I was like, it sounds like something CNN or MSNBC reported. And he was like, well, I just heard the Democrats were saying something. And I'm like, exactly. The general idea is actually simple. If someone commits illegal gratuity, meaning a guy goes to you and says, do this thing for me, I'll hook you up later. It's functionally the same thing, but they're defined differently. Because gratuity is actually allowed. If gratuity wasn't allowed, you couldn't donate to anyone's campaign. Hey, that guy voted in favor of a bill that benefits my company. I want him to get reelected. I'm going to start giving him money and things like that. No, that's illegal. Oh, come on. No, what's illegal is to go to him specifically and say, do this and I'll make it worth your while. Handing money up front is a bribe. Afterwards is an illegal gratuity. But these people think the wrong thing. And then the idea is the corporate press is trying to attack a conservative Supreme Court to delegitimize them. And I'm just like, they gave their opinions on it. The ruling, for the opinion from Kavanaugh actually breaks down that gratuity can be illegal already. And the feds just charged the guy into the wrong crime. So if the feds come to someone and say, you committed a crime of bribery, but they actually committed gratuity, they'll say, nope, not a bribe, the money came after. And that is legally distinct. You have to charge them with gratuity, so they can't do that. It's remarkable. That's the 27%. The people who fall for what the corporate press keeps saying. Now, to be fair, CNN is calling this out. I'll give it to them. They've been trying. But there are so many people who watch MSNBC who think Joe Biden is sharp as a tack. He ain't. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a lot more coming up for you today. It is plain as day. It's over for Biden. Now, for me, I'm a Biden supporter. I think Joe Biden should be the nominee. We must stand behind Joe Biden and say, you can do it, Joe. I'll leave it there. Next segment's coming up at 1 p.m. on this channel. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see y'all then.
Alright, I want to hold on to your weapon right quick, okay?
Yep. Go ahead. Just take the whole holster off. It's one of them.
Welcome back to the Lackluster channel. In March of 2024, Officer Lack of the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police was scanning vehicles for speed and pulled over a beige Mercedes for driving 68 in a 45-mile-per-hour zone.
Good. Hey, I clocked in at 68, okay? That's why I'm stopping you. Yeah, do you have your lights on you? Alright, just give me a moment, alright?
While running the driver's license, he found that the man had warrants and asked for a backup unit to transport. Officer Henry Chapman was first to arrive.
Hey, appreciate you coming out. I haven't talked to him yet. We're all good. Yeah, I haven't talked to him yet. Until I know it's a basic warrant out of Mexico. Hey man, come step out here real quick. I'm gonna show you something.
Sir, come on, step back here. Go ahead and face that collar. There's phone on the top of it. What am I doing? You're being arrested too. That's not happening now. So you are under arrest at this time. You have a warrant out for your arrest. A warrant for what?
I'm gonna show it to you in a moment, okay? Is this your car?
It's my girlfriend's car.
Your girlfriend's car. Can he drive it? The guy that's in the passenger seat?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What twister? Yeah, there you go.
So, what am I under arrest for?
I'm gonna show it to you. Okay. Come back here for a second.
Do you have a license? Yeah. Not a valid one, okay. Do you know someone that has a valid license that can do?
Officer Lack conducted a search and found a large amount of cash on the driver.
Do you want to bring these items with you or leave them in the car?
Yeah, you can give me. You can put them in my pocket. Step to your right just a little bit, sir. Let me get this step out your way. All right, can I get my, can you get my phone?
Yes, I'll go for it. I'm gonna leave that cash in there. Any other pockets I need to know about? No, sir.
The first officer put the cash into Officer Chapman's cruiser, but before he left, the passenger asked if he could take possession of his brother's property, including nearly $8,000 that he was carrying in cash.
These two ain't the phones you want? You give this? Yeah. Yeah, you good. I got what is that? I guess cash. No, that's going with you. That's going to be with you. We're not giving that to anybody else. We got that off you, so it's staying with you, so you know we didn't take none, and none's going to be missing. All right, but I want to. No, we are taking that. That's staying with you. That's a rule. Because it come off of you, every bit of it's going with you. Does that make sense? That's accountability, because when it comes to stuff like that, you know what I'm saying?
Eventually, the driver was transported to the police station, and while the officers searched him, he catches Officer Chapman stealing some of his cash.
Alright, I'm gonna count your money in front of you, okay?
Here's big money. I'll put this in the bag for you, okay? Yeah, here. Here you go.
I got you.
Yeah, she's counting it right now.
You're gonna watch me, okay?
I heard the rest of them get shot. Hold up. Took it out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Excuse me. I'm not trying to question you.
Let me count it first.
No, can you look in between his legs real quick? Well, I think he just put some more money in between his legs. I'm sorry. Oh yeah.
How much money did you have on you? I'm asking you.
I haven't touched it. Can you just check in between his legs?
Sir, listen to me.
He's moving and everything. Look, he's moving. Sir, I'm good.
Sir, listen to me. Tell me how much cash you had on you. What was the amount?
I just want to see. I'm not gonna lie. Can you check? I'm not going nowhere. Can you check your face opposite for me, please? We're good. Hell no. He just touched my. I heard the rubber band pop. He told me, oh, I had to. Look, and he's moving. He's moving between his legs.
Stand right here.
I'm gonna stand right here, but can y'all please check y'all fellow officer? Please. What's going on? Look, he's moving his arm right now.
How much cash did you have on you?
Can you check your hands? I didn't. Can you check your people's? Because he's touching.
Yeah. Tell me what's the total amount?
Look at his hand. He's tucking money. He's tucking money right in his right hand.
Tell me how much money you
He's
had on
tucking
you.
money. He's tucking my money. That's a problem. Can y'all check him?
Hey,
Listen to me. What was your total cash?
He's telling her, no, don't check me.
Listen.
Look at him moving. He's moving. Oh my God. Y'all not gonna check him?
Listen.
Look
Chill
at him.
Listen. Come on.
I've been cooperating
Let me tell you
with you guys the whole time.
I'm not gonna allow anybody to take your money.
Look at him. He's moving.
But look at me. Look at me. If someone takes your money, it will be a big problem. All right. No one's gonna take your money. I can see his hand. I can see exactly what he's doing. No one's gonna take your money. She's gonna count your money. There's more money.
Some touch my money.
There's more money in here. You're saying that there's more money in here?
But what I'm saying is,
let me ask you a question. Ask my question. Are you saying that there's more money in here?
What I'm saying is, he just touched my money and went through 3 different floor compartments, and I seen him put it in between his legs. I heard my rubber band. I've been nothing but cooperative with you guys. All I wanted you guys to do is. I'm saying, but he already moved and did a lot of different stuff.
Okay, come sit over here.
But y'all already let him move. Like, there's no way. Like, watch. That's crazy. I can't believe y'all just did me like this.
How much cash do you have on you total? So I can count it out and we can verify if any missing. That's what I'm asking you.
We can
Do you know what the total amount was?
No, I honestly don't. The money was for a bill. My wife gave it to me. The one that she tried to give me. I tried to give her the money. He said, don't give it to her.
Okay.
Because I went to Wendy's. I got a Wendy's receipt right.
But do you know how much cash you had on you? So I can count it out so we can verify the total. Do you know approximately how much you had on you?
If I say a number and I get it wrong because he touched my money, then it's going to be all wrong. But I just don't understand why I heard my rubber band being popped.
I just grabbed it from the seat to give to her.
That's not what you just told me either, boss.
I did. That's what I did. And I handed her the
I'm not going to lie, boss. Have I gave you any problems?
No, sir. You have not.
That's all I wanted to ask, sir. I just don't understand why y'all could. Like, I'm not going. I sit on my face. I'm not going nowhere. I just wanted to.
I'm asking you what your total was so we can count it out. You can watch me count it out.
I'm not sure. I'm distraught. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. I didn't even know I had a warrant. I'm just trying to like.
So if you.
What's it called? I'm trying to just comply with you guys.
I got you.
That just doesn't make sense to the point where I just watched him. Me and you both watched him move his hands. I watched him tear up. I watched him look at you and tell him look at you and tell you no, you're not about to. I just watched him do way too much when I haven't been nothing but nice and compliant to you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go along with you guys' protocols and everything. All I've done was ask questions so I know how to make sure I'm safe and my family can find me and stuff. And it's I know.
And that's why I was asking you what your total was so we can sit here and count it out.
But
we can verify that it's correct.
It would have just helped me more seeing that you would have checked him. It's like it's simple.
But did you not see me walk over here?
I did see that, sir. But none of you guys body cams is on. I know.
Mine is on right now.
But I know for a fact what I seen and what I heard. And then when I asked him why was he popping the rubber band on the money, he said I was just making sure something. But there's no need to make sure. You feel what I'm saying? That's my property. You feel what I'm saying? And I know for a fact the money was touched. But it's a million components.
Yes, I did touch it when I grabbed it out of the seat.
I understand. So I don't want to argue with you, Mr. Chapman. I just know what.
No, sir.
Okay, so what I typically do is count out everybody's money in front of them so you can see that it's accurate.
The money was altered
So
before.
when I turn it over to property, you can verify that the total we're counting out now is the total that you're going to get back. Okay? Are you good with me doing that right now?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you can tell me, do you have any kind of idea about how much you would say you had on you?
But I'd rather you count it first so I just know in my head.
But if you tell me afterwards that it's missing, that doesn't verify.
But if
you know
you
what
guys
I'm
would have
saying?
stopped him
If
within
you
the whole...
tell me
if you
how
guys
much it was now, I can count it and we can verify if it's missing. Okay?
I understand what you're saying, ma'am, and I appreciate everything. I feel like you guys don't understand what I'm saying. But it's okay, I'm not tripping. You can count it out. I just, like, you counting it out right now would just let me know exactly how much you took. But I'm not tripping anything. I'm not trying to cause any problems or any Miss Casperson. Miss Casperson. I'm not trying to cause any problems. I just know what I know, you know what I'm saying? I heard the band pop. I seen him fiddling. He did not just keep his hands up the whole time. Like no, I didn't. He didn't open the door and say, "You can search me." Look, you know what I'm saying? I heard my money. I'm a very great business. I just paid bills a couple days ago. You know what I'm saying? I just know for a fact that he touched my money. And then he was adamant about not giving my money to my wife or the cameraman that was with me. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, "No, you're gonna keep the money on," which wasn't a problem. You know what I'm saying? But him touching the money prior to just putting it in the, I've been listening the whole time. He asked for a small envelope. He didn't put the money in there then. He asked for it just doesn't make sense. But you can do your job. I'm not trying to postpone or cause a problem. I just want to see how much is missing out at this point.
I want to count for you so you can see how much that you have, okay? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3.
After counting the cash, the arrestee realizes that there's nearly $900 missing.
20, 40, 60, 80, 90. 7, 190.
It's around like 13, 14.
Okay, so we have it documented that you're saying that, okay? Yeah. So you see me putting it all in here. What are we saying? 190, right?
I wasn't saying that you altered my money.
No, I didn't say you said that, okay? Alright. But I said I wanted to count it out in front of you so you can see how much is in there, because when we turn this over to the sheriff's office, it's then going to go to the marshals, that's going to go to the next sheriff's office. So this is us verifying that we're putting all your money in here.
Can you write my name on there also? Can y'all I don't know the protocol with that, but can y'all check y'all his person? Because if anything is on him, look, sir, it would be in big. No, I don't. Look, I'm gonna show you right here. Look at me though. Look at me. All of you guys probably have kids out here. You know what I'm saying? Look, this is all I want to explain to you guys. Most of the time, when somebody know they didn't when somebody knows for a fact they didn't do anything, they're not gonna just, you know what I'm saying, let you search them. I don't have kids, you know what I'm saying, but I know how that goes because my mom did foster care. So I'm up to par with all of that. And on top of that, if I didn't do anything, like how me and you been talking the whole time, yes, just like how me and you was talking the whole time, if I didn't do anything, I have nothing that I'm worried about, you know what I'm saying? There would be no reason for him to show me his pockets and stuff. I know for a fact. I want you to feel comfortable. I would have felt comfortable if your colleagues would have searched you at the exact time where I knew where the money was. I seen you kept going in between your legs, and then every time everybody put all of the attention on me, you kept moving. I don't know if it's in your door, I don't know where it's at, but just look, I don't even care to find the money, but how you know for a fact. Look, right. Come here. You mind
come here. I'm tell you. I want you to hold me. Come here. Okay. Do you see anything?
No, yeah, look, no cap. I'm not even gonna touch it. It's blue hunters right here. It's all the blue hunters are right there behind that receipt. Thank you. All that's my money. He didn't have that.
This is your money?
Yes, I heard him crumble it up. Thank you. All that's my money. That's my money. That's my money right there.
Sir, you've been watching me the whole time.
I seen you take it. I seen you crumble it. Just tell me. If I'm right, it's gonna be around $1,000. If I'm right. And like I told you, I just went to Wendy's. I seen you steal.
No, sir.
If you don't mind, I just want to sit down so y'all don't try to say I'm resistant. I don't want to do nothing. All I know for a fact is I know what I know and I've seen it. I just wanted you guys to trust me, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was just acting a little irate, but I'm perfectly fine, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to expose you.
That is not me, bud.
Brother, I just seen you steal my money. It was no reason for you to pop my rubber band, brother. It was no reason for you to pop my rubber band off my money.
I didn't pop your rubber band off your money.
I heard it. When you just spoke about it. You heard him agree to it. When I first got, I said, I heard you did rubber band. You said, oh, I had to do something. It's okay. It's okay. I know. I just witnessed here today. Mr. Chapman went in my money. He separated my money. He was trying to steal it, and I caught him. He put it in between his legs, and as his colleagues approached me, he worked it towards the door. He tried to make it seem like I was lying. I'm not going anywhere. I'm in full custody of these officers. I'm being detained. I'm not going anywhere. I don't want any problems. I'm not armed. I didn't do anything wrong. I was just pulled over for a traffic stop. He just tried to steal some of my money.
Okay, we're hearing you, but there's no need to say all of
No,
that.
I was just looking at the camera. No, I just know how it goes. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to cross.
My camera's on the entire
Yes, ma'am.
time. Alright,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
let's take it down a notch.
Yes, ma'am. I apologize. I'm so sorry.
Here, okay?
Yes, ma'am. So what are we gonna do about this problem? Because he just tried to steal some of my money.
No, sir,
I'm not
I did
trying
not.
to put any allegations on him. I'm not trying to say anything. I'm not using my words like to try to hurt anybody. I just know what I know. And then I don't even like the fact, but I know you guys have like special protocol. I don't even like the fact that he just tried to steal and nobody like stood up for me. You feel what I'm saying? Like nobody was like, okay.
Nobody saw anything
But
that
I
you were
seen
saying.
everything.
But nobody saw anything that you said.
I appreciate it, Mr. Morris. You his sergeant.
Yes.
Yes, he is my sergeant.
Sir, I have 2020 and I can read. I remember when you called him out. I can tell you everything he said to you. Perfect timing. This is perfect. Perfect that you called me out this time because you didn't know the protocol to how a federal warrant was taken care of. Correct? Incorrect.
That's correct. That's the reason why I called him out to
But
ask.
you just separate. Well, so what was the purpose of you separating my money while you gave her money while you just watched her chop my money out of full? Because you just wasted an evidence. You wasted an evidence folder. Because now she has to rewrite a totally different number. So if I would have agreed to the number that I didn't know when she asked me, then I would have been like ridiculed or seen as a liar or something. That's why I didn't answer your question now, because I said that I had just went to Wendy's. I believe that's my receipt. I only ordered a 10-piece nugget and I ordered like a fry and something to drink, so I didn't know the actual amount of the money. All I know is when my girlfriend got off work at 5 o'clock, I was supposed to give her that money for the rest of the bills, and she was going to get her car back. I was in a car this week. That's why I wasn't in my own car, man. That was my girlfriend's car. I'm in Alexander. That's why when you eventually pulled me over, and y'all probably have my phones, you can see the call record. I called her at like 4 or something to let her know, babe, I'm being pulled over in your car. And my eye, I thought it was gonna be for the T-tag, temporary tag thing, the sticker, but like,
It was eventually just for your speed, I promise.
no, I apologize, sir. I apologize. I'm just trying to do what I gotta do, but I know for a fact what I heard. I have 20/20 vision. I'm not a criminal. I don't do things that I'm not supposed to. I heard him tampering with that rubber band.
Okay.
That rubber band was on that money because my girlfriend gave me the money this morning and told me I wasn't even supposed to be in her car. I just took it because I didn't want to be Ubering around all day, and my girlfriend had a car and she was going to work. I was supposed to be picking her up off Central at her job, at her little, where she do cosmetics at. With that money, we supposed to go to the bank. Y'all, I'm pretty sure when y'all check the car, y'all see the little Chase.
What's your full name?
Humphrey Tyree Moon. M-O-N-C-R-E, last name.
Come on. Do we have all your information?
Yes, sir, but I want to know what y'all gonna do about Mr. Jack.
Okay.
He was just caught at work.
Mr. Malone, I'm gonna do my job, all right? So
I want it wrote down. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, there's nothing I can give you right now to tell you what I want to do. But like, what I tell you what I want to do is if you're alleging that he did something, obviously.
Did you count the extra money?
You said it was 1,000.
No, it's not 100.
Oh, it's 900. I have it right here.
It's not 100.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was what I just put in. It was separated.
So like if you're alleging that Officer Chapman did something wrong.
So you guys don't
listen. I'm telling you exactly what I'm gonna do. Do not parse every word I'm telling you. I'm telling you exactly what I'm going to do. All right. Is that I have to get on the phone. I have to call my supervisors to run up the chain. All right. But you were still going to jail. Okay. But like that's why I'm gonna ask you if you gave them all of your information on how to get in contact with you.
Okay, I'll text you all the
You'll be
info.
hear from us soon. All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Do you have a piece of paper on you?
Yeah. Or
just for like to put in my property. I would like for you to write down Sergeant Moore's name. I would like for you to write down Mr. Lack's name. I would like for you to write down your name and Mr. Chapman's name.
Alright,
and it's not like I just don't want to forget it.
Let me finish searching you
Yes,
because I
ma'am.
gotta get you in my car,
Yes,
okay?
ma'am.
Information is also on the site.
I appreciate it, sir. I appreciate you guys for like analyzing the situation because like if it wasn't said like this or seen like this or foreseen like this, nobody would have believed me. You see what I'm saying? I just wanted you guys to believe me, and I'm sorry if I seemed irate or
There's another $1 in your pocket.
I'm sorry if I seemed like I was doing too much. I just wanted you guys to believe me without me having to do anything like to show you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like try to grab him or try to like reach in his car and grab the money while I heard it. You know what I'm saying? And I knew it was a lot going on.
As they wait for their sergeant, Chapman talks to Officer Lack.
I'm burning just saying that.
Wasn't stealing it. I did take it out, and I forgot I put it in the damn door.
Okay. Well, I'll probably go talk to the sergeant.
I am going to talk to Sergeant.
Yeah, I'll go talk to him. Did you have any other property before she takes you down? Any other property with you? What do you have? Do you only have your money right now?
Yes.
Remember your phones went with your buddy that was in the car. Let me see if there's anything else that's yours before she takes you down.
Officer Lack. I know like you're not supposed to really. What did he try to tell you when he walked over?
He's claiming that he didn't try to steal it. No. We all saw what we saw.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't have nothing else to say to you. I appreciate you, sir. No cap, like for real. I really appreciate you for at least like even in the playing field. Like you feel what I'm saying? When I say that, I mean like just not treating me like trash because of like. And I assure you, like I'm pretty sure you guys hear this all the time. Everything I've said since you've seen me has been the truth. You can look up that I just had court.
I want you to know also that what's happened today from
I don't think all you guys are dirty. I don't think because you could have been did something crazy to me. You seen everything before they got there. I know that you're a good cop. I don't think that all cops are like that. I don't. I just wanted you guys to see that.
Well, the arrest, the whole entire thing, that was the furthest thing from what I wanted to happen today. Okay, I was out there doing traffic enforcement, and I clocked you at 68. I showed you the LiDAR. That was the entire reason.
That wasn't my car. So when I heard you tell them like, I thought he was finna get. So
I know you didn't have.
I was trying to pull over. I didn't even know I was trying to pull over.
But I knew you had it in gear still, so that's why everything's okay.
I appreciate you, officer.
And I appreciate you under the circumstances with you having a federal warrant and everything. You being compliant with me.
I don't know what's going on.
And I appreciate
I wouldn't
that.
lie to you guys. Okay. Like I said, I appreciate it too. And like I don't know, like I'm very observant. Like my mom was military, so I was taught to just watch everything first. You know what I'm saying? Like I just told her when he like. I don't know. I'm big on like energy. You know what I'm saying? So like I've been seeing like I seen the tears come to his eye in the car. I seen him swallow real hard right there. He keeps walking like because he's gonna try to get you guys to believe like the fact that he didn't steal that. But there's no way like my money was in a rubber band. That's why I keep it like that. Like, I have OCD. You feel me? Anybody knows me know I have OCD. That's why That's why all the hundreds was facing the same way. That's why all the 50s was, when I didn't tell her how much money was taken, I really just wanted her to recount it out to see if hundreds was missing or 50s was missing. He didn't have time to go through the whole stack. He had time to remove the rubber band and put the rubber band back. That's all he had time to do, but I heard it. It's elastic. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I wanted to say. I'm not trying to impersonate him. I'm not trying to talk your head off. I just wanted you to know how I knew. Like I said, I'm not disrespecting your colleague. I'm just glad you guys seen it, and I just want, like, if one of you guys can, I just want you guys to be able to write you guys' names out, and that's just because, like,
I got you.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
And that citation's got my information. But I'll give it to you again. My last name's Black. Phone number.
I'll write
you
it
looked
down.
over that citation.
I'll write
You
it
made sure
down.
everything's
on there.
and
It's just traffic stuff on my end.
And like you know that like As soon as you told me, I seen you say get over. As soon as you told me that, I put my signal on, I got over.
Yeah, and I appreciate that.
I appreciate it.
And when it comes down to court, when all that stuff goes down, that's stuff I explain to them. Say, hey, I had no problems here, especially under the circumstances of you having that federal warrant, but pulled over, compliant, no resisting it whatsoever.
Yes, sir.
We had no problems at all.
I appreciate you, officer. Like, have a nice day.
Thank you. I'm gonna get the rest of your property and move it over here. Okay?
Thank you, brother. Hey, look, again, like if y'all call my phones and my little cousin answer,
There'll be someone else getting in contact with you about it, an investigator of some sort.
Yeah, I was trying to be like as manly as possible. I was trying not to let my girlfriend get.
Anytime you make an allegation like that, whether it's true or not, they're gonna contact you. There'll be a full investigation. That's how it goes.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Hey, we good? Sorry, I didn't hear you. They were talking to me on the radio.
I appreciate you, boss lady.
You're welcome. That's a situation that's above my pay grade. That's why I let the sergeant come over and handle it, because he was right there.
Then on top of that, you a woman.
But that's why I kept saying my BWC is on, because if anything happened, it was captured on my camera. I do apologize for the situation. We do not like stuff like that.
That just caused a big problem already.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. I just was a little upset that you guys
I did, but truthfully, I didn't see what you saw, and that's why I was trying to find out what you thought you had.
Because I kept seeing him try to give you the eye signal,
Well, he told me.
That's what I was saying.
He said what he said to me is we're good, like saying that he didn't do anything, and that's why I let the sergeant come over and handle it, because he was right there. Hold on, the sergeant's calling me. Hello? Yes, sir. Okay, bye. We're going back to the office. Did you want me to bring him in or chill out here? Got it. Yep.
I apologize.
Don't apologize. Don't apologize. All right. What this is going to be a administrative interview. All right. I'm not looking to hit you up for any charges or anything like that. All right.
Yes, sir.
This is strictly about what transpired today outside. Yep.
My property was took off of me.
By who?
By not Lack. What's his name?
Chapman.
By Mr. Chapman or whatever. My girlfriend pulled up to the scene of the crime to get the money, but he told her, which he had also told me, the money was on my possession, so it had to stay with me, which wasn't a problem. So from then on forth, I remained in the back of Chapman's car. So my property was on the front seat the whole time. I heard the rubber band pop. That's when I asked the question, what you doing? Like what were you doing with the money? And he was basically he confirmed that he was doing something, but he just didn't say what, or I don't know if I missed it, but I know we was five of us right there.
You don't recall what he said.
I don't recall, but like I'm saying, it was 5 of us right there. So I know one of the cameras probably picked up on it, or his should have.
Okay.
Which I know his probably was off because he was stealing my money. But he kept trying to make it seem as if my eyes were playing tricks on me. And I heard the rubber band pop. And the whole while long, on what you guys will see on your cameras, I was talking to you guys, really at you guys, because I was watching him. And the whole while long, I kept seeing him move his legs. And as soon as I said it and put it out there, he tried to put the money in between his legs and hand her over the stack. When I seen the size of the stack, and Officer Casperon asked me how much money was it, I didn't want to tell you guys the exact number because I wasn't sure what he had took from the stack. All I was sure of was that the way that I placed the rubber band on the money wasn't the same. It wasn't. Because I have OCD. But also...
Hey, sir, let me call you right back. Yes, sir. I'm talking to him right now. Okay, so are you want to stop this interview with him? Because I'm speaking to him right now.
Oh, you're talking to him right now? Yeah, tell him I have somebody else come talk to him.
Got you.
Just tell him, explain to him that we're going to have, take it very seriously, and that we're going to have some investigators come talk to him when he's hanging out.
Got you. Okay.
All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Right now.
No, sir. But I'll call you back in a second. All right. See you.
So basically, the money.
Somebody higher than me said to stop this interview.
Yes, sir.
Okay. There's people coming in to speak with you, and investigators
about that situation.
Yep.
Like I told you outside, sir, I apologize. I wasn't trying to make the situation bigger than it was. I just didn't want to be seen as a liar.
Stop.
No, I just seen on TV.
Hey, chill out, man. Stop apologizing.
I just don't want to make
listen here, man. Right is right, wrong is wrong.
Yes, sir.
All right. CMPD takes this seriously.
Yes, sir.
Now, I wish I could say that another way because I feel like cursing right now, right? But what I can tell you is that we take
you heard
this.
What I said,
but we take this seriously, all right?
I don't think you guys are all dirty cops.
Chill out. Let me finish my statement here, okay? We take this seriously, all right?
Sir.
So when I told you that I was going to do everything on my end to ensure that we get this right, and I was going to call you back. I meant that.
I appreciate it.
Because if somebody's doing wrong, we need to figure it out fast. All right? Yes, let me see your hands. Okay.
Like I told Miss McCullough, I appreciate you guys.
You thirsty?
A little bit. I appreciate.
What you want to drink?
Some water.
Cool.
Appreciate it.
Okay, give me a second.
Eventually, the sergeant finds Chapman to remove his weapon from him.
All right. Okay. So this is what's going to happen. All right. We have people coming in. Obviously, they have to talk to you. All right. So I'm going to hold on to your weapon right quick. Okay.
Yep. Go ahead. Just take the whole holster off. It's one of them.
QLS. I got it. Sergeant Burke and one of his detectives going to come and speak to you, alright? So just chill out, relax. Do you need anything?
No, I just want to apologize to everyone. I say, man, one of these things, dude, and I'm sorry.
Hi, your brother. Anything to drink or anything, man?
No. Just want to say I'm sorry.
Well, we're gonna walk out of here and close the door, okay? Until make it careful, buddy.
Alright. Let me know if you need anything, alright?
I'm good as always. I appreciate it.
They come downstairs to one of the interview rooms down there.
Don't matter. They want to come up here, they don't care.
Yeah, I think they want to do it down there. You don't have any knives or anything on you? Any knives or anything?
Yeah.
Go put that on your desk. Not a backup weapon or anything there.
Mr. Moon was transported to be handed over to the feds, and not long after, Mr. Chapman was transported as well.
If you're willing to stand up for me.
Did I give Sarge my check key and all that good stuff?
Sure, sir.
No worries.
You can leave him in the front. This one.
Oh, leave him in the front?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, he was given special treatment and was cuffed in the front, while his victim was transported with his hands cuffed behind his back. Mr. Chapman was charged with 1 count of embezzlement. He was immediately placed on unpaid administrative leave, and the very next day, after 15 years on the job, Mr. Henry Chapman resigned. Let me know what you think of this story, and if you like these investigations, be sure to check out another one, linked on screen.
This is what happens when you drink way too much on the job and push your luck with the police.
I just got 6 felonies, bro. I'll buy you. I snipe people, bro. I've seen YouTubers.
What's going on?
So I think we have someone who is belligerent and obvious signs that he's been drinking.
Okay.
And wants to fight our security.
Hopefully he doesn't want to fight me.
Right?
So he's been asked to leave by 2 authorized people from the convention center. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? I'm Officer Pellegrini with the Savannah Police Department.
I know, I heard that.
Okay. So they're wanting you to leave
I
here.
know,
Do you have a room
I
at the
wanna
Westin?
leave.
Do you have a room at the Westin?
Yes.
All right, let's make our way over that direction, okay?
Alright, good.
All right, let's go. We're going to go up this way.
You gonna walk me or you gonna tase me?
I'm not going to tase you.
You gonna go this way?
Yeah, you can go that way. You smoke a cigarette. Let's do it.
You're a big dude.
Keep walking, buddy.
You're the
Keep
biggest
walking.
one I've seen tonight, yeah?
All right, keep walking, man.
I don't know.
I like it, bro.
Do you have your room key?
Actually, I want to see a
We're going to
picture.
keep moving. We're not taking a picture. We're going to keep
Don't
moving.
touch me, bro.
Keep walking,
Don't
please.
touch me, bro.
Just keep walking then. Let's keep walking.
I don't like people to touch me.
All right, then just keep walking for us. We won't have
1, 2,
to. Keep walking. We
3,
won't have
4,
to escort
5.
you. I don't want to put hands on you. You don't want me to put hands on you. So let's
You
just
know
keep
what?
walking.
You know
let's
what?
just keep walking. You want to go back to your room? You already said you wanted to leave. Let's make this nice and easy. Let's just
You're
go.
being sweet, by the way.
Okay, then let's
appreciate
go.
it.
Can we just go then?
They're pissed off. They're like, I give you a deal. This
Let's
is
walk.
a drunk
Come
white
on.
guy.
Come with me. Let's go.
I'm taking my time.
I know, but we
It's
gotta
called
go.
America.
It is called America.
Yeah, I do what the fuck I want.
Okay, you want to go in handcuffs, my friend? Because you can go in handcuffs, because you've been asked by an authorized person
Really?
multiple times to leave, so you're trespassing now.
No,
so you
you
can get
lied to me,
arrested for
bro.
trespassing, or we can take a walk. But
I
this isn't your show.
trespass down, bro.
We're going to start walking
Don't
now.
be hard, bro.
I'm not trying to be hard. We got other stuff we got to do. We got to get you to your
Don't-
room
I
so you can
know.
sleep this off.
You got
And we're
better
trying to
things-
keep you out of trouble.
Bro,
I'm trying to
look.
keep you out of trouble. That's
I
the
know
God
you
honest
got
truth.
box.
What's your name?
That's fine. Why?
What is your name so I have something to call you back?
CJ.
CJ. You understand you're drunk, right? You understand they want you to leave, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a room that you can go to. You can sleep this off and come back out
Yes,
later
ma'am.
tonight, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want to do that or do you want to go to jail today?
I want you to try to catch me.
Huh?
This big dude wants to try to
No,
catch me.
no, listen to me. Listen to me. I gave you option A, which sounds like the ideal
I don't
option.
stop.
Let's just go. Because if you don't go, he's right. You're going to go in handcuffs.
I want him to try.
No, I don't want to try. I want you to go to your room.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's go.
What time is it?
It's like 2 in the afternoon.
Saturday or Sunday?
It's Saturday still.
Come on, man. Let's go.
I
Let's
like
keep you out of
bro.
trouble. I like you too. Come on.
Well, guess what? I'm gonna go sleep in my truck.
Let's go to the room.
No, I'm gonna go sleep in my truck. I don't pay $103.
Room, don't you?
I did. I ain't doing it again. Oh, now she looks at you.
No, I'm
like,
confused because you just told me you had a room.
I have a room, yes.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna pay another one.
So you
Okay,
don't
so we had a
have it
room
for
last
tonight?
night.
And tonight. But my ex-girlfriend hates me and I hate her. And that's why I'm pissed off.
And is your ex-girlfriend in the room? Why are you throwing your money?
I don't give a no more, man. Y'all yelling at me. don't want to hear no more.
CJ, have I yelled at you yet?
Yeah, all night.
No, I didn't. I've been with you for about a minute. We need you to go somewhere else besides here. So
Well, let me go.
that's what we're trying to do is help you go.
Well, I gotta put the money up. I threw it. I'm an attorney.
All right.
I hate
Grab your money and let's walk.
I'll drop off. It's like picking up and crumbles. Where's my senior bill? I threw it. Y'all cops?
You got more money.
You blessing?
You got more money.
You left. Where's my cigarette going?
Through it. About your money by your foot. On the ground.
Personally, I don't think the Troodon gets as much respect as it should. It's one of those dinosaurs that seems like an evolutionary bridge, stuck in time and transition. The platypus of its day. And now, it's also incredibly interesting to study and display. So make the most of this animal.
Go for it. I like this.
Do you see any resemblance between the Visutoceratops and modern-day cattle? Look closely at the horns and their relation to the eyes. It's clear to me that as we bring these animals back to life, the connections between the past and the present sharpen and along with
Called the Westin right there. Westin Hotel Access.
This is what my science is all about.
Okay, come on, bro.
Okay, this is amazing. A baryonyx. These animals have very large claws on their first digit. This dinosaur also likes water, so take a moment to consider its needs when planning out a suitable habitat for it.
Come on, don't piss
The
in here.
baryonyx was originally thought to be a scavenger, and now, with live
Because we're trying
animals
to walk you to the hotel. So you
we
can
can
get a
find
room
out for
and
sure.
go to sleep so we don't have to take you to jail. I know, she's the best. Now listen to her.
I like her a lot.
The Stegoceratops is a hybrid that was engineered to wow the masses. It has everything. The horns, the frill, the plates, the spikes. This is a creation straight from the brilliant mind and laboratory of Dr. Henry Wood.
I've seen YouTube this. Hey!
The Concavinator is quite literally a hunter with a hump. So please, please, please keep it sweet, because I really don't want to have to flee from this Spanish predator.
Today's video is brought to you by Manscaped, and this is embarrassing, but before Manscaped, this is what I used for beard trimming. Lots of accessories, and I just carried around a bag. Suffice to say, I'm thrilled to have received one of their newer gems, the Beard Hedger Pro Kit. The Beard Hedger has a titanium-coated blade and 20 hair cutting lengths, thanks to this zoom wheel, making for great and precise grooming. Plus it's waterproof, cordless, and rechargeable, which is super convenient. The Beard Hedger Pro Kit that I have here is the ultimate package, including the trimmer, beard conditioner and shampoo, beard oil, beard balm, a travel case, and a free gift. But Manscaped offers a ton more, from the lawnmower for body grooming, the weed whacker for nose and ear hair, and even body wash, conditioner, and deodorant, among other products for a complete hygiene routine. Go to manscaped.com today and get 20% off free international shipping when you click the link in the description or use promo code Midwest at checkout. This device though, it feels great, it looks great, and it's super convenient. I absolutely love the zoom wheel, which lets you easily adjust the length of the trimmer. So for me, this big, it's gone. Easy decision.
Stories about infectious viruses, sentient nanobots, and also a novel on ancient animals, which I enjoyed. This is a social dinosaur that does well with groups.
It's still jumping. So the Pentaceratops here, it has 5 horns. 1 on the nose, 2 on the brows, and 2 extending out from its jugular bones. Seems excessive, but maybe it's necessary.
You have no, what is it called?
Legal authority.
They say fences make good neighbors. I say without them, dinosaurs like this one, the Pachyrhinosaurus, shouldn't be.
We can't let you go to your truck because your
This
truck
animal
is
is
out.
built like a tank.
We can't let
And
you
it
stay
has the
here.
personality to match.
They want to trespass here. So let's have you get a room. You can get some rest, sleep it off.
This
You can even go back out tonight when you wake up, because it's only 2 in the afternoon.
horns and a large spike
It's only 2 in the
similar
afternoon.
to a rhinoceros. It also has the personality to match. It's an herbivore. Uses those horns and a beak to break into even the toughest of plants.
Get your room and avoid giving you criminal charges.
Give me. I just got 6 felonies, bro. You wanna talk?
Okay, what kind of
I just got 6 felonies, bro. They got this bitch. No, for real though. Don't touch me, bro. I got.
No one's touching you.
We're just trying to get 4 days ago.
That's all.
You want to talk shit?
No.
Arrest me. I don't give a f, bro. I do 90 days. I work in the kitchen.
CJ, we're just trying to get you back to your room. That's it.
I don't care how many badges, guns. I give a f what you got. I really don't.
CJ, are you gonna get back to your room?
You're a sweetheart.
Are you gonna get back to your room?
I don't have a room, honey.
You have money though. Are you gonna get a room?
Yeah, right. You're right about
Are you gonna get a room?
Leave me alone. I'm tired of people like you. I like you. You've been good to me.
I know. So I'm trying to not arrest you. If you keep obstructing.
Obstructing what, bro?
They want you to leave.
I got Scott Lee. I got Scott Lee, bro. He gets beat out of murder cases, bro. What do you want to talk about? Is that a sleeve or is that a... You got a sleeve in the left hand. But that's a what? Iverson? Iverson did that. I respect you, bro. I'm a fighter. I'm a lover. Promise. I drank too much today, yeah.
That's it right there, CJ.
Shut up, bro.
That's what it is. You just answered your own problem. You drank too much today.
Yes, ma'am. I thought it was tomorrow. I got in a fight with a guy tonight. I didn't hit him back. He hit me right here and right here. It still hurts right here. But I let him do it because I was just throwing them. But they got dismissed. So now I'm ready to hit back. Because I ain't got no throwing on me now. Can I just go lay on the beach?
A little ways away from the beach, man.
You're sweet, by the way. You're sweet, heart. I like her a lot. F, blah, blah, blah. I don't hear it. What, is today tomorrow?
No, today's today. Tomorrow's tomorrow.
Today's Sunday?
Today's Saturday.
My boss is gonna kill me.
Could just walk in there, get a room, and go to sleep, and there'd be nothing to kill you over.
Stay in my truck, bro. And I'll sleep in my truck. I ain't got paint on. And it's leather.
I'll make you a deal. If you let us take your keys for safekeeping, we'll let you sleep in your truck. It's rode by Uber in the morning.
Bro.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to work with you. I'm trying to come up with a creative solution because you're not being reasonable.
I actually respect y'all, for real.
Hey, CJ, you said you had a room. Is it under a different name than your name?
Just talking about her.
Yeah, we were just trying to find your room.
I need to go to sleep, bro.
You said you had a room, right?
Yes, sir.
Alright, what's the room number?
My name.
It's under your name?
Here, you want some money?
No, I don't need any money.
No, I don't have a room.
You don't have a room. Do you need a room for tonight? Is that what you're gonna do?
Changosaurus. Neat.
Hold on.
Really great we're bringing back all these fast, hungry predators. Even better that I get to stay in the office with locks on the doors.
CJ, stop talking crazy.
I'll go home fight.
CJ, pick up your money. Pick up your money.
I'd take 3 takes.
CJ, pick up your money. So you don't have a room here for tonight, is that correct?
I'm gonna sleep in my truck.
If you sleep in your truck and those keys go in that ignition for any reason, you can get arrested for a DUI.
Do it.
You don't want to get arrested for a DUI for sitting in your truck, man.
I'm not trying to do it like that. I'm friendly, actually. I'm very friendly.
Right,
I
but we
want
need
a
a place.
cheese coney with some cheese on it.
We need a place for you to sleep.
What is everyone got surrounded?
You want to get a room for tonight?
Honey, I just want to go to sleep.
You want to go to sleep?
Yes, ma'am. Honestly. I'm good, bro. You got back her up. I'm good. I promise, I mean love.
All right, man, we got to walk out of here because they don't have a room and they don't want you at the convention center, so we got to get you out of here.
Well, legally, I can sleep my goddamn... I want to turn
Not on their premises because they're saying you have to leave the premises. And you can't let you drive, so you can walk off.
Well, I can sleep my truck. You can't do shit, bro.
Yeah, because they're telling you you can't be here.
It's out front somewhere.
Yeah, but like that's still on their property. And if they don't want you on their property.
Well, I'll get Uber.
Let's walk out front and get you an Uber.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do
All
it.
right, that
Let's
works.
roll.
Do you have a phone to call an Uber?
You have beer?
No. You need negative beers, my man.
Well, you're on patrol, that's why. I actually do like you.
Straight down.
I gotta piss.
Alright, you can't piss here, so we get you an Uber and you can piss.
Let's get to the other side and let's call for an Uber. We gotta go back through to the front.
You're being very sweet to me.
All right, let's keep going. Keep listening.
You've been
okay?
nice to me.
Okay. Watch your step, honey. All right, CJ, let's go straight through.
Adios.
Straight through to the light over there.
Yup. Tired of cuffs.
You keep showing us your money. Where's your phone?
No, I'm tired of money.
Well, you need money. Money's a good thing. Where are we walking? Inside?
I got this. CJ, how do you know Aaron?
Because you told me.
Hold on, what's that there? The right front leg? I got that good food sitting out the hall.
Alright, man, open your Uber app.
I ain't talking to you, bro.
Do me a favor, call that Uber for us, okay?
No, I don't hear shit. Give me a moment. Yo, you know what? It's called America.
CJ.
It's called America.
CJ, it is America.
Yeah,
But for that, you're not calling for an Uber. Because in other you couldn't get an Uber.
2:25 in the afternoon?
Yes.
A broken tooth will likely slow this animal down.
But Steven.
Monitor
Don't do
its
that.
beating.
Go ahead and call for the Uber.
Hey, Uber.
No, you gotta push it on your app.
Alright, I got Uber. I'm good. Thank you. Appreciate your hospitality.
No, find the Uber
Tax.
app. You gotta get the Uber app, CJ.
I
Open it
got
up.
it. I got it, honey.
Open it up.
Hold on, real quick. Let me call this. I got 3 of them. I got pissed, by the way. What is this? What the f is this? Are you pissing or both? Hey, I'm f***ed up. Yeah, I got 4 cops around me. Who's this? This is not Lisa.
No, this is Kirsten.
I got 4 cops around me.
Kirsten, you anywhere near the Savannah Convention
Hey,
Center?
talk to her. Talk to her.
Kirsten, you anywhere near the Savannah Convention Center?
I gotta work today.
Anywhere close? Because he needs a ride ASAP.
Who are you? Say who you are first.
Yeah, he's not my problem.
Whatever. Tired of people, for real.
I got
I'm about to be John Baptist and run the wilderness. No, listen to me. Run the wilderness and come out with a buckle.
Do me a favor and call
So much
somebody
work.
else.
Where's your truck?
And make a call.
Huh?
Where's your truck?
CJ, get
I
your
ain't telling
phone.
you. I mean that respectfully, by the way. What?
Make another phone call.
Why y'all wait?
Open the Uber app on your phone and get an
I
Uber.
got it, bro. I'm good. Hear that? My boss is gonna be so mad when I show up tomorrow.
Grab your phone and either get the Uber app open or call somebody else to come pick you
I
up.
like your buckle.
Alright, open up
You're
your
a
phone.
sweetheart.
I need you to get somebody here.
I want to go home.
So call somebody.
How many times you heard that?
Too many. Find somebody.
I know,
to get you.
right?
Get Uber
I wanna go
or get
home.
somebody.
What is this? Oh, never mind.
Where do you stay?
I don't know yet. Honestly, I got in a fight last night.
I know you
This
told
dude
me.
hit me 3 times. Now I'm free. Now I'm ready to hit back. All right, I'm out. Where am I at?
You need somebody on the phone.
The boss?
Where am I at? Hey, God bless.
Yeah, can we get his boss? Hey, we got your boss on the phone, so you want to talk to your boss?
Yeah, bro.
Are you quitting? Because your boss is trying to help you handle the situation.
Well, he's gonna mad me tomorrow. Yeah, right now. Hey, should I start the show?
What do you mean? The show started hours ago, man. You said you had a booth in there for the window.
I do. Yeah.
Who do you
Don't judge
work with at the
Don't
booth?
judge me.
No, man, you're good.
My ex-girlfriend and I have an ex-wife. I can't see my kids, and I got some charges dropped off.
I got you. Yeah, you were telling me about
So I
that.
feel good now, and I'm actually young, and the sunshine on my face. And
Who works at the booth with you today? Was it just you, or is there other people working the booth with you?
why you ask?
Well, because we're just trying to figure out who we can get a hold of to help you out.
No, don't call him. He'll get pissed.
Alright, then fine. Call Uber. Call somebody else to pick you up. One of those two has to happen now.
It's really 2:30.
Jay, are you listening to me? You need to open your Uber app and get a lift, or call somebody to come pick you up. Those are your 2 options right now.
I'm ready.
Make it happen, CJ.
Alright, hey, Uber.
No, you need to
got me?
He's going to make us arrest him.
I don't mind you, Sergeant, for being this
God bless.
I'm just gonna find your boss and tell your boss what's going on. That's the next option, bro. I've been super patient with you, CJ.
Hey, you. Can you help me?
What's your name?
I don't even know what it's wrong.
I need you to take your phone and I need you to call for a friend or call Uber and get somebody to come get you. That's what I need you to do right now. And if you can't do that, you're gonna have to go back to my police car.
I
do
was in
the
a
other
fight.
option.
If you want to try to arrest
Right,
me,
CJ, I don't want to go
I
that
don't
route.
take it hard.
Make the phone call.
you're being a sweetheart to me.
Open your phone up. Come on.
Honey, I really appreciate it.
CJ,
What do you need to do?
I need you to call someone or get the Uber. Those are your options. Or you going in the back of the car. Let's go. So, all right, you don't want to do that, so we make the call.
Try to arrest me. See what happens. He's a big dude. Fucking take him.
I don't want you to find out. Stop for a second, man. We can't.
I'm good, bro. I'm good, bro.
You're not good.
Yeah, I am.
Your call has been forwarded.
See?
Do you have the Uber app?
Look, right now, he's all wrapping around me like that.
CJ, do you have Uber on your phone? Do you have Uber on your phone?
What happened?
Uber. Phone.
Yes, ma'am.
Open it up.
They work this early?
Yes. Open it up and request an Uber. Make this easy.
Alright. Hey, I need Uber.
We can only be like nice and patient for so long.
Bro, I've been nice.
Open the Uber app and get yourself an Uber, or you're going in the back of the car. We've reached that point.
If he wants to threat me, I ain't taking no threats. I'm a sniper, bro. I fight people for a living. I snipe people, bro.
CJ.
No,
CJ,
seriously,
do you hear
I'm
yourself?
Marine Corps.
Do you hear yourself right now?
Do
Do you hear yourself? All right, leave their car alone. Do you hear yourself? Knock it off. Get your Uber app open and call for an Uber or you're going to jail. Which do you want? You want an Uber app. Now open your app. Don't make me tell you again because we are going to go hands-on. Get your phone now. CJ, get your phone out now.
All right.
Now. I'm not telling you again.
Ma'am.
Get it out and call for an Uber.
Will you do it?
Open it up.
Where it's at.
I'm not doing this anymore.
I don't care. Why y'all tracking me?
Because you can't stay here. Simple.
I don't want to stay here. I'm trying to leave.
Right, but you're not doing it. The
Y'all
easy
follow
solution. You're making it hard. So chill out, and we'll get you a lift.
Supposedly his boss is driving from Richmond Hill right now to come pick him up.
Okay.
What? Who? Don't say that.
Where are you going?
What's your boss's name? Joe.
Yeah.
Well, he's on his way now. Hi, Joe. My name is Jared. I'm the head of the public safety.
No, bro. I'm getting fired. You really talk to him?
Yeah, just talk to him. He says he's about 28 minutes out.
What's the address, CJ?
I need my phone. Give me my phone.
Trying to get you a Uber.
I'm good, bro. I'll walk.
I mean, if he wants to walk and meet up with his boss,
yeah,
it's a free country. But right now, he's on public property.
Yep.
He's walking off.
And then he stopped.
If we start walking back to our cars and don't give him an audience, we'll just keep walking.
I wasn't going to the show, bro. I'm not trying to play games, brother.
Get you to the hotel, you're gonna sleep this off. If you go to jail, it's on you. I'm not bailing you out.
That's fine. I didn't do nothing wrong, bro.
You're currently trespassing on a construction site.
He's mad at me. That's
Right, and he's coming to get you. So you're going to go over there, and you're going to go wait for him out of the construction site. You can't be in here. This criminal trespassing, you're about to go to jail. So walk that way, get out.
You're just passing.
Okay.
What are you, a cop?
Yeah, that's kind of what I am. I'm done being nice.
You got a pocket? I'm done being nice too. Try to get me down.
CJ, you're on a construction site right now, bud. We're just trying to get you off the site.
I'm trying to enjoy the sun, bro.
All right, it's time. We're gonna walk out there, and we're gonna stand, or you're gonna get tased. I'm gonna hold your face against the ground while he puts you in handcuffs.
Yeah.
Okay, we have 3 tasers right here. We don't want to go this route. Listen, man. We can put you in the back of the car. You can wait on your boss. Go get a hotel room.
Still,
okay, then you're gonna get arrested. So we're gonna start walking out. I'm trying to give you options, man. I don't want to put hands on you. I don't come to work to fight drunk guys.
Piss at me. I don't care about your voice. Just piss at me.
All right, let's go.
Money, bro.
Let's go. We're gonna start walking out.
Sun came up. I'm trying to relax, man.
All right, man. Put your hands behind your back.
Bro.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
I'm good, bro. I'm chill.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Yes, sir. I'm good, bro. Why'd you do that? That hurt, by the way. I'm fine. Why'd you do that? That was rude.
We'll sit you up. I'm gonna sit you up, bud. Sit up on your butt. And we're gonna stand you up.
Rude,
right?
bro. Yes, sir. Why'd you do that? That was rude. Why'd you do that?
Well, you know what's ruder is when you don't listen. It would give you ample opportunity to listen.
I don't want to go to jail.
Let's go this way.
Please, don't let me go to jail. Please. I'm not that belligerent, Bubba. I'm fine.
Come on.
Can my boy come here and get me, please?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do, man.
You're not taking me to the jail, right? Am I that belligerent?
Yes.
I apologize, y'all.
Sit right here on the corner. Sit right there. Sit.
Yes, ma'am.
Pull the probes out of him.
Got a drink?
I'm gonna pull these probes out of you, man.
Oh, I don't know where it feels.
Just sit where you
I actually I've never been tased before, thank you. I feel it now. I respect
It's gonna
that.
hurt a little bit when I pull it out.
Pull it out, I don't give a f. I love pain. I used to fight for a living. Hey, good job.
Step out of this.
Step out of what? Now you gotta tell me what to do? I actually respect y'all for real. I got tased, handcuffs, put it on the ground. Can't get dust on my shirt. You know what? That was I actually like that. Tase me again. Tase me again. It felt good. I need to wake up. Seriously though. Oh, here we go.
Yep, here we go. Now I gotta document it all.
That's fine.
Yep. Where did it hit you?
You're under arrest.
That way. Yeah.
No, I don't want to hear. No, get off me. No. Yeah, I made contact. You gotta fall on the ground.
Did it make
Gotta fall on
it
the
hit
ground.
another spot too?
Gotta fall on the ground. Did you get happy? My uncle is a chief.
Cool.
Yeah, he's got connections too.
Where's your ID, CJ?
I ain't giving you shit, bro. F you, bro. You tased me. You want me to give you
You got your truck keys at least?
shit, bro? I ain't talking to you.
Your boss is saying that he might be able to help you out without getting your truck impounded if you can give over the keys.
I'm tired of y'all. Leave me alone, man. You're wannabe security. He's the wannabe police. I respect her a lot, actually. She got 3 badges. Take me to jail. I'll bond out tomorrow. You either loosen this or I'm gonna put a band on y'all, for real.
Alright, CJ, stand up.
Yes,
I'm gonna walk over to the car.
My boy's coming to get me.
Oh, you're coming to the car right now. You just had to use of force with our officer. You're going to the car right now.
I didn't do shit. Are you really doing all this?
Yeah. Are you really gonna do that? Are you really? Is this really necessary? We've already been halfway through this, man. Now stop.
Where's your wallet, man?
I don't have one.
You're gonna sit in the back of the car for right now.
Come on.
No, they say that.
CJ, you're already under arrest. Your boy is still coming. You will be charged because we released him unless you bring him.
Have a seat, buddy.
What, did he take out running?
What's that?
He take out running?
No, he just came in here and started pissing, and then we gave him again 10 more chances. And
y'all were trying to walk into the car?
Yeah, well, no, we weren't trying to walk him to the car. We had his friend come in here to get him, and he was just going to be waiting on public property. And we're like, hey, none of our business. And he walked in here, started pissing, then he wouldn't leave the construction site. Gave him 100 chances, and then he said, try to put me in handcuffs. We're going to fight.
The veterinary team's diagnosis is that this dinosaur is bleeding internally. We take action now, or the animal dies.
I just got the phone with his mom. Okay. And I think he needs to go to jail.
So, as of right now,
nothing?
No, he's being charged. He's getting 4 misdemeanor charges. As of right now, he did not commit a felony. County Detention Center will not take him on the misdemeanors.
I'll take him, man, and hopefully I can do something with him to get him to sleep or calm down or something, man. Because I mean, it's like at this point, I don't know what to do.
He needs to sleep it off and get some treatment or something like that.
Yeah, you're right. He does need treatment. I get it, man, but you know, he's almost a 40-year-old grown man too.
He was given about 100 chances.
I already know, man, dude. I know. And,
I appreciate you making the trip down here and coming to get him.
Well, yeah. I mean, I got to go back here to the show. I got obligations, man. You know it. So,
I get it.
I mean, man. Anywhere else, he would have went to jail. So that's like Jesus, and that's what he needs to do. Do you need his birth date?
I believe we got it.
All right,
I believe we got it.
Let me see if you got the right one. Will you ever get his date of birth? His mom just sent it to me. What do you got?
185.
All right, man. We're gonna release you on subpoena to your friend here.
Yeah. Tase me again.
Man, keep his car. I'll take you out of the house.
Tase me again, bro. Let's see what happens.
Hey, calm down, dude.
I don't like that shit, bro.
Here, you should
I walked in here and they tased me.
Do you want to go to jail or do you want to go with me? Make your choice now. You want to go to jail? You want to go with
Let's
me?
walk into that car.
What the?
Come on. All right, we're gonna take a walk over to your friend's car over
first, bro.
We're gonna walk first.
Unlock me first.
No.
I'm not going nowhere, bro. Unlock me.
CJ.
Sorry, rubbing against my wrist.
Stop.
It's bleeding.
Stop.
That's your own
Grab
fault,
my
man.
money.
Stop.
Grab my money.
I'll get it. I'll grab it.
Why you gonna walk me like this, bro?
Because you're being a bro.
I don't like people like this. I did nothing wrong.
Hammer, dude. You did everything wrong.
I did nothing wrong, Bubba. It's f***ing tight, man. Are y'all afraid of me to punch you or something, or what?
You're embarrassing me, dude. Shut the f*** up right now, or we're done.
Well, then
I've already talked to your mom. I've already talked to your mom.
Well, it was the first time I got unhandcuffed and put in a regular car. Look. Bleeding.
Go ahead, you're alright.
No, I told him. I'm still in the tased. I got tased. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look
Yeah,
at
I
that.
know, man. That's what happens.
They're getting tased.
That's what happens when you do bad stuff, dude. Stop
You're not
doing
getting
that.
tased.
Let
You're
me get the
sued.
cuffs off you, man. Relax. Get in the car.
No, they're getting sued, bro.
Get in the back seat.
We're getting sued.
Get in the back seat.
All right, I appreciate you coming down here, sir.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry. All right.
Thank you. Thanks for coming to get him.
The suspect was charged with disorderly conduct, criminal trespassing, public drunkenness, and obstruction. He is innocent until proven guilty by a court of law.
Those lacerations are not only going to be incredibly painful, but have the potential to lead to issues further down the line. Let's see if we can get those treated sooner rather than later.
Why would you pull me over instead of someone else? I'm broke.
I mean, like I said,
totally broke.
Oh my God, lady.
PTSD. You're not gonna let me go, even though I'm a county legislator.
In the afternoon of May 24th, 2017, Jennifer Schwartz Berkey was pulled over by Ulster police officer Gary Short. Officer Short approaches her vehicle and asks for her license and registration.
How you doing, ma'am? How are you? You have your license and registration on you?
Yeah. Oh, I know what this is about. My son was calling me, and because he was asking me when I would be home.
Okay.
I'm sorry. And I'm rushing to, why, is there something wrong?
Okay. The registration that you have affixed to the window here expired the 10th of May.
Oh, I got a new one.
Okay.
I got a new one. I can call the clerk. You can check with the clerk. It's renewed. I forgot to put it on there.
Okay. The reason why, I appreciate you being honest about the phone. The reason why I pulled you over is because when you passed me, you were doing 43 and a 30. That's 13 miles per hour over the speed limit on Ulster Avenue. When we were passing the firehouse there on Ulster Avenue.
Oh, well, God, I mean, I was moving this put together with everyone. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I can't pull everybody over.
I understand. Well, let me just tell you, I hope you understand. I understand. You know, I work for the county, Ulster County government.
1.5 minutes into the stop, Officer Short has pointed out 2 infractions as Berkey haphazardly confesses to another. This is the first time she brings up the completely irrelevant fact that she works for the county as an elected official. She then uses her class as a public servant to sway the officer's decision whether to write a ticket or not.
I'm a county legislator. I'm going to meet the consulate right now at the Maritime Museum.
Okay.
Oh, you're not going to give me a ticket, are you?
I haven't decided yet.
I'm a completely broke public servant.
Okay. I mean, I haven't decided yet. I'm just looking for the documents.
Well, here's my card.
Okay.
I'm going to be late for the consulate.
It's okay. It's no reason to cry.
Well, no, it is. It's my job, Councilman.
Okay. Just a driver's license. And do you have the registration to your vehicle? You can have your card back there.
I hope I do. And then I have to go to the Ulster County SUNY Ulster graduation.
Okay.
And now I'm supposed to go home and pick up my son to go to these parties.
Okay.
Please don't give me a ticket. I'm broke. I'm completely broke.
Okay, if you just have
and if you tell people, it's going to hurt me.
Okay, well, I don't know.
I'm totally broke. I made $20,000 last year.
Okay.
Please don't give me a ticket.
Do you have the registration?
I can't afford to change my insurance. Please.
Okay, if you could just try to find the registration for me, I appreciate it.
Here, I think.
Okay.
Please. I'm begging you. I'm a very hardworking public servant. I'm a county legislator and I'm trying to find a full-time job. And
okay.
If you do this, it's going to hurt me. It's going to hurt me really badly. Please don't give me a ticket.
Ma'am, I mean, the longer they wait, the longer you're going to be here. That's the insurance. Do you have the registration card? It should be a little yellow card.
Totally disorganized.
All right, and that one was expired in 2011.
Everything is current. I'm just totally disorganized.
Okay. You can have that one back.
I'm a single mom.
If you find the registration card, just hold it out the window and I'll come get it, okay?
Don't give me a ticket. I can't afford it.
Okay, just...
And I was driving at the same pace as everyone. I will defend it.
Okay, I understand that you were driving at the same pace as everybody, but if it's over the speed limit, it's over the speed limit.
So why would you pull me over instead of someone else? It's just bad luck, and I'm broke.
I mean, like I said,
totally broke.
Like I said,
I'm totally broke.
Ma'am, you have to calm down for me, okay?
I can't. This is very upsetting for me. I mean, every single dollar of my budget. You want to know what my?
Okay, I understand that it's hard for everybody out here.
No,
okay?
It's really hard for me.
Okay, let me go back. Let me go back and run your information. I'll be right back with you, okay?
Berkey has tried just about everything to avoid a ticket. Being a single mother, broke, a state official, she even tried to blame the other drivers and the officer for singling her out, and moved to intimidation by declaring that she would contest the citation. There's only a handful of other options she can use to wiggle out of the ticket, and she isn't done trying, as the officer runs her information. He finds her insurance and registration are current, and about 2.5 minutes later, Berkey takes another swing at manipulating her way out of the ticket.
Jesus, lady.
Attack.
You need medical attention? Would you like me to call you an ambulance?
I can't.
Okay, if you want to sit down, I can explain this to you, okay?
You better give me a ticket. I'm gonna take you to the court because I have.
Ma'am, you have to calm down.
I have PTSD!
I have the results of the scan. We're dealing with a major
I'm going to protest this in court, and you're telling me that you singled me out. That's what you're telling me, right? And then everyone was going at the same pace, right? I drive on that road at 30 miles an hour all the time.
Are you going to listen to me, or
yes, I will listen to you, and you're not going to let me go, even though we got me legislator.
This is now the third time Berkey has used her official position in an attempt to provide her with personal financial benefit or to secure unwarranted privilege. At this point, the traffic stop is taking much longer than usual, so dispatch assigns another unit to the incident.
And I always do everything right, and I follow the law, and I was at the same pace as every other car.
Ma'am, are you going to let me explain this to you here?
Yes, but I am also going to record our conversation.
Okay, it's being recorded. We have video right here, and the whole conversation has been recorded here too, okay? You're more than welcome to record it, okay? All right. Like I said, the reason why I pulled you over was because you were going 43 and a 30, which was 13 over, okay?
I was going at the same pace as every car. I couldn't go slower. They honk. They honk at you.
That was your words, okay? I had you 43 and a 30, which was 13 over. You did admit to me that you were on your phone talking to your son.
He was on speakerphone.
Okay, that's fine. I didn't write you a ticket.
I did not admit that I was on the phone with my son. I was on speakerphone.
Okay, if you let me talk, okay, then I'll give you a chance to talk, okay?
Just tell me what you're doing here with the ticket, because I am late for a job meeting, and this is my career.
Okay, can you let me explain?
You're probably friends with all those guys who. I have to take this about my son. Hello? 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 Hello?
I'm 60 if you want to.
Call Jennifer Berkey work. I probably lost this job.
Okay,
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, would you
I
like?
was going at the same pace as all the other cars. Officer Short.
Can I explain this to you?
I'm gonna call Mr. Quigley and tell him about this too.
That's fine.
I think you singled me out, and that's everyone was going the same pace. I couldn't have gone slower.
I don't single anybody out, ma'am. I can't pull every car over. If every car was.
So you picked me.
Okay, ma'am, you're the one that I observed. Okay, going over the speed limit. All right. Can I explain this to you?
Jay's on the phone with the sheriff right now. We're gonna have a conversation about it. I'd like to record this in front of the sheriff. I want to hear about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Would you like me to explain this to you?
I want you to explain it to the county clerk because I don't believe that what you're doing is correct, and I think I know my rights.
Ma'am.
So
well,
here we go.
Here's your license back. Okay.
How much are you charging me?
I'm not charging you anything.
Yeah, right. What is it? What's on there?
Okay, this license here is expired. You
I
can
know I
have that
have a
back.
new one. I took the wrong bag.
The registration's expired in the window.
Vicky. Yeah, hello, I've been pulled over by
She hung up, I think.
Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
I've been pulled over.
Can I explain this to you, ma'am?
I want him to explain it in front of you because he pulled me over. I was going the same pace as all the other cars, and I feel like, given what's gone on with this thing with the sheriff this week, I don't know if I can trust local law enforcement, and I need a witness.
Okay, well, we're not.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna take this here as well and put you on speaker so we can hear you. Okay. All right, hold on.
No, I'm missing this thing with the consulate, and I'm gonna.
Okay, well, we're not the sheriff's department. This is town of Ulster, ma'am.
I know it's the town of Ulster police, and they pulled me over. I was going at this in the flow of traffic. Ulster Avenue is very dangerous. If you go really slow, people.
Okay, can I explain this ticket to you, ma'am?
And it's very dangerous.
Can I explain the ticket to you, please? Okay.
Go ahead.
Is everybody listening? I can explain it to everybody.
Yeah, you could go ahead and use all of this, against me.
I'm not using anything against you, ma'am.
I'm just a hard-working public servant who never break the law. And
okay, if you could just calm down for 1 minute, I can explain everything to you, and then I'll give you as much opportunity to speak to me as possible. Okay?
I tried to explain it to you earlier.
Okay, but you haven't stopped talking, so I can explain everything to you. Okay?
You already explained to me that you.
I haven't explained to you anything about the ticket yet, ma'am.
Well, maybe I'm a little bit traumatized by
I asked you that, and I said I don't know. I've never met you before, ma'am. This is the first time I've ever encountered you, okay?
I'm not talking about you.
Okay, the reason why I pulled you over, like I said, was going 43 and a 30. That was 13 miles per hour over
the same pace.
Okay, I've got to this point 4 times now, and I haven't been able to get past that point because you're interrupting me. I just would like to explain the ticket to you, and then I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions.
You told me that you pulled me over because even though everyone was going at the same speed, you had to single somebody out.
No, I did not. Those were not my words.
That's what you said before the
Ma'am, everything has been tape recorded. I said I can't pull everyone over,
and that's... You can't pull everyone over. You can just pull one over that's going at the same pace as everyone else.
That's how the police do it. That's safe. We only pull one car over at a time.
You just choose one particular person.
One particular car that's going over the speed limit. That's how we pull them over.
They were all going over the speed limit.
Okay.
I was trying to keep with traffic.
All right. Can I explain this to you, please?
Guys, I don't feel safe anymore. I don't feel safe here.
Okay, well, everything's being audio and video recorded, ma'am, okay?
I don't feel safe around you.
You don't feel safe around me?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, I was going to explain to you that the reason why I pulled you over was for the speed, and I was cutting you a break and not issuing you for the speeding ticket. If you can see here, it says no...
I have a new license and registration.
I didn't issue for that, ma'am. You have a valid license and valid registration. You just didn't present that to me. The expired one's in the window, and you present to me an expired license, but I was able to check that on the computer to see that they were both valid.
Yes, I know.
You did not get tickets for that.
I work 24 hours a day to support my family.
Okay, so as long as everybody's listening right now, the reason why I pulled you over was for the speed. I was cutting you a break and issuing you for no seatbelt. I'm aware that you were wearing your seatbelt, but this is a non-moving violation. It doesn't incur any points, and it doesn't affect your driving. Are you understanding what I'm saying to you?
I could get points.
I pulled you over for the speed.
I could have my insurance changed.
Correct. The speeding ticket with 13 over, if convicted, would be 4 points on your license. So I was cutting you a break and not issuing you a speeding ticket.
Court because this is incorrect. First of all, it's not the right charge.
Okay, well that's fine. I will go back and I'm going to issue the speeding ticket and not give you the seatbelt ticket. Just hold on, wait for me here. That's okay.
Most of the written stories online focus on Jennifer Berkey because of her inappropriate behavior during the traffic stop. Most fail to see the shortcomings of Officer Short. Despite the many accusations Berkey slung at the officer concerning singling her out, he, for some reason, uses his authority to abuse the system for a fellow state official. He admits on camera that he was aware that she was in compliance of the seatbelt code, but wrote her citation for not wearing a seatbelt because it is a non-moving violation and would not affect her insurance or apply points towards her license. But somehow, Berkey talks herself into the original speeding ticket.
I have to move out of Ulster County. This is so wrong.
Alright, ma'am, here's the ticket that I pulled you over for. It was speed and zone, like I said. I had you go.
Can I have a copy of the original one that you brought to me because that was already printed out, so it's on the record.
Okay, that's right. But this is what no, you cannot. This is the ticket that I'm issuing.
I don't believe that that's actually... okay, I'm going to take this one, but I want a copy of the other one.
Okay, like I stated, like I tried to explain to you before, if everybody's listening.
Is this the original one?
This is what I originally pulled you over for, was speed and zone for speeding.
What's the one that you originally printed?
Okay, that was for a seatbelt, but that's not what you wanted. You said you wanted the ticket that you wanted.
What I wanted was for you to understand that I didn't understand what I was.
Okay, well we're gonna go with what I pulled you over for, okay, which was speed and zone, which was 43 and a 30. Okay, that's what the tick's for. All right. So I made the ticket returnable for June 14th at 5 o'clock.
Vicky, are you telling me that June 14th at 5 o'clock?
Okay, you can make your plea.
On the calendar, June 14th at 5 o'clock, Vicky.
No, that's a Wednesday.
You can make your plea of guilty or not guilty on the back side of the ticket here, and you can send it in to this address by this date and time.
I'd be able to get a copy of the original one that he made for me.
Do you have any questions, ma'am?
Yeah, I do. I'm asking you right now. I'm asking you if I would be able to get a copy of the original.
Okay, well, it's my discretion on which ticket that I issue. This is what I
issued the other one earlier, right?
Okay, but this is what I pulled you over for. I didn't pull you over for seatbelt. I pulled you over for speed. So it's my discretion if I want to issue the seatbelt or the speed.
I didn't understand what you were doing, and you went back to get me the other one.
No. Okay.
All I was asking you before was what the other one was.
I've been trying to explain this very nicely to you for a half hour now, ma'am.
No, all I said was I didn't understand.
No, you didn't say that you didn't understand. You specifically told me that's not what I pulled you over for, so I said I would kindly go back and issue the ticket why I pulled you over, and that's what I'm doing, okay?
Okay, Vicky, I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All right, so this is a speeding ticket for 43 and a 30, what I originally pulled you over for. It's returnable for the 14th at 5 o'clock.
So you're saying you kindly went back. You're saying that you kindly went back and made that for me.
Yes, I've been
After
nice.
everything I said to you, you've been really nice, and you issued me a higher ticket because I explained
No, I didn't issue a higher
very
ticket.
kindly
This is the
that
appropriate and
you
the
said
ticket that I pulled you over for.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm asking you a question. You said that you very kindly went back to give me something
correct.
harsher.
I've been kind to you the whole time since I pulled you over.
And I think I have been
absolutely
just asking you to be kind.
And I think that I've explained and tried to explain everything over and over again.
Saying that this is kind. That's kind?
No, I said I kindly went back.
Would you kindly go back and explain to me what the other one was for? Because I didn't understand.
Here's what we're going to do.
I didn't
This is the ticket that I'm issuing. I've explained to you the date and the time. It depends on whether you plead guilty or not guilty.
I will plead not guilty because I don't think that it was kind what you did. What you did was you didn't explain to me what the seatbelt one was.
That's your opinion. If you don't
I would like you to be kind.
Okay, so that's the ticket. Okay?
Look, I can't afford this.
Okay, well...
you know what, I already lost that job. It was a job interview.
Okay.
So now what I will do is I'll just...
Are you going to take the ticket or are you not going to take the ticket?
I don't really know what my rights are. Would you tell me? Let's just stay here and you can tell me what my rights are, because I didn't know that my rights were that if I didn't understand the previous ticket, you would make a harsher one.
Okay, but this isn't a harsher one, ma'am. This is the appropriate ticket.
No, it is harsher, because what you explained to me before was that the other one would let me off with fewer what? I didn't understand that. Can you explain it to me again?
But then you said to me that that's not the ticket, the reason why I pulled you over. So I went back and I issued the appropriate ticket for you.
Wait a second, I'm sorry. I need to record this again.
This is the appropriate ticket that I pulled you over for, okay?
No, that's not what I'm asking you.
Guilty or not guilty on the back, okay? That's your ticket there.
I need to continue to ask you. What? No, I need to ask you.
I've explained everything to you. If you want to speak again, then you can plead not guilty and we can discuss it in court.
What was the previous one that you issued?
I've explained everything to you already.
But I didn't understand.
Okay,
and that's why I
I've been here for about 30 minutes explaining it to you.
See, I've already missed my job interview now, and I'm asking you.
I have other stuff that I need to do.
I'm a taxpayer in Ulster County.
Okay, and I've accommodated you, and I've explained everything to you to the best of my ability.
You didn't explain the previous one to me.
I'm not going to argue with you any further.
I didn't
If you have any further questions, you can plead not guilty and we can discuss it in court, okay?
Will you be there?
If you choose to plead not guilty.
Yeah, because I'd really like to discuss with you. You did not. I would like the tape because you didn't explain to me what the previous one meant.
You can request that when you go to court.
And then you walked away.
You can request it. I've been standing here explaining everything to you, ma'am.
You didn't explain what the previous...
Who's going to... Hi everyone, Donut here. We're going to be going over a crazy shooting today where 2 officers were pinned down and wounded by a suspect with an unlimited ammo buff before they are rescued by the incredibly brave actions of other officers. I mean, even the amount of bullets that the suspect was firing. Every officer in this video needs to get some type of medal for their balls of steel. Steel? They need that giant wheelbarrow medal for carrying those bad boys around. But before we get started, let me go ahead and thank our sponsor for this video, PDS Debt. You know what I wish I had back in the day when I was living in my parents' basement struggling with YouTube, completely destroyed by credit card debt and medical bills? I wish I had PDS Debt. They could have helped get me out of that situation way faster. They have customized options for anyone struggling with credit cards, personal loans, collections, or medical bills. Everyone with $10,000 or more in eligible debt qualifies. There's no minimum credit score required. Bad or fair credit is absolutely accepted. Right now, they're offering a free debt analysis. It only takes like 30 seconds to do. Just head on over to pdsdebt.com/donut and get your free debt assessment today. That's pdsdebt.com/donut. Today's video takes us to Blount County, Texas. Or is it Blount? Who knows? June 11th, 2024, 3:19 p.m. Sheriff's deputies are responding to a domestic disturbance when the officers responding got some pretty bad news.
329, 376, be advised that Mel just called back in. States if you guys enter the household, it's stated if you guys enter the household, you're going out in a blaze of glory.
So now that the suspect has threatened the officers' lives, one officer decides to move his patrol vehicle directly across the street from the suspect's house. This isn't usually a good tactical decision. It's just like how you don't stand in front of the door when you go to pretty much any police situation. Suspects like to shoot through doors, and if you park your car in front of the suspect's house after they threaten you, there's a good chance they're going to shoot at you. So after one of the officers repositions the vehicle, the suspect opens up the garage, which leaves one of the other officers even more exposed.
Show me your hands! Show me your hands!
You got
fall back.
So when both officers get behind the vehicle, it didn't take long before the suspect started firing at both deputies. Now the officers are pinned down with bullets flying at them and on either side of their cover. The deputies call in and request backup, but the suspect isn't done.
Can you see him now?
No.
We've got no movement.
306, go ahead and get AMR. We're out, put him on standby.
We're pinned down behind my vehicle, taking shot.
But soon after that last burst, this happens.
Still no visual.
Back here.
I need a tourniquet. You got one? Right here. Get it on. Watch it cover us. Table.
Where you at?
Behind his cruiser on the front of the house.
Cover.
Take more off. Cover.
I'll set up the back so you can't come out.
Table.
Luckily, that badass stud of a deputy right there was able to apply his own tourniquet to his leg after being shot by the suspect, while still coming under fire.
Set up the back so you can't come out.
Once this officer is able to get his tourniquet on and control the bleeding, guess what happens again?
Yeah, think you're visual back
I hit my leg.
What is it? Dude, tourniquet. Tourniquet's in your leg.
At the stage, at the intersection subdivision, we got heavy fire in the house.
I don't think you could see the wound very good in that clip right there due to the blur. Thank you, YouTube. But that officer was hit and was a pretty leaky boy. So now we have two officers pinned down by gunfire, and we're yet to see where the suspect is. It looks to me kind of like they were both able to control the bleeding, but now this entire incident is on a timer to get these officers some help. We can hear other officers on the radio trying to figure out how to get these officers a little bit of help. Some suppressive fire, someone to drag them out of there, get EMS to them, anything to help these guys, because they're both a little f***ed up right now. I don't know if you guys remember this, but there was another incident I covered in Blount County, Tennessee. This video right here, where almost the same thing happened. There was an incident that happened where two other officers were ambushed and shot. So not only has this small community recently experienced a tragedy, it's just a small community with a small police force. You're only going to have a couple or more officers on duty at any given time. So it might take a while to round everyone up, get them out there, and get these officers some help. If you're in a small police agency like this, you're kind of on your own, at least for a little bit, until sister agencies can come in and help you out. Now back to the video. After the second officer gets his tourniquet on, the suspect continues to deliver fire. He completely tears up the Mustang in his driveway, blowing out the windshield and doing all sorts of damage to a piece of shit car. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I hate Mustangs. At this point, deputies are understandably wanting to get the f*** out of there.
Myself and 76 hit. We need to get out of here.
How come I get to you? Where are you?
Best bet may be bull rushing right behind my car so we can jump in and we need to get the hell out. You alright?
There's some alcohol units. Can they come help us?
The officer makes the suggestion that someone should drive the SWAT Bearcat up to them so that they can extract easily and not get shot, but the Bearcat sounds like it might be a little bit too far away from the location at the moment. Those things don't move very fast. Therefore, our officers have to continue to wait behind cover.
765, get 2 people, get in the cruiser, they'll lay fire on the house. We can get those guys out.
You alright? Hey, stay with me. Hey, get your head down.
We need a cruiser to go in and get them out.
You still with me? Me and Corbin are both hit right above the knee. I think mine clotted.
I'm trying to get a cruiser to you. I'm coming up.
Now, from the radio chatter, it kind of sounds like officers are starting to gear up to go do the rescue mission.
We'll maneuvering around the back. Just hold the front. Somebody.
InGen's origins, Rexy's legacy, and an oddly high number of reconciling couples. We're digging deep to unearth the finer points of the entire Jurassic Park franchise.
How'd you do this? I'll show you.
65 million years ago, the late Cretaceous period met the Paleogene period. This marked the sudden mass extinction of 3/4 of the animals and plants on Earth, including all dinosaurs. In a prologue for Jurassic World Dominion that was cut from the final version, viewers are introduced to a host of dinosaurs like the Dreadnoughtus, the Moros Intrepidus, both of which have been previously unseen in the franchise. At the end of the prologue, the last dinosaur to be introduced is a Giganotosaurus, the largest apex predator of all time, and it quickly asserts its dominance over Tyrannosaurus rex. This scene isn't only significant because a genetically engineered version of the Giganotosaurus returns to reclaim that title later in the film though. It also links back to the scene in the first Jurassic Park film, when Alan, Ellie, and Ian watch a short film about a mosquito getting encased in amber and fossilized after drinking the blood of a dinosaur.
Bingo. Dino DNA.
The prologue heavily suggests that it was this mosquito, or rather one like it, that was later used by John Hammond and Sir Benjamin Lockwood's company InGen to extract dinosaur DNA and then create the T-Rex in the 1980s. By 1969, John Hammond had made his vested interest in animals very clear, having opened his first animal preserve, Animal Kingdom, that year in Nairobi, Kenya. He also hires future Jurassic Park employee Robert Muldoon to work there as a park warden. But taking care of and showcasing animals already on the planet clearly isn't enough for Hammond, and he soon sets out to bring dinosaurs back into the modern world. Having dreamed up the idea of using the DNA of creatures encased in amber, like the mosquito, to clone extinct animals, he starts working with a small research team, calling his company the Hammond Foundation. In 1975, Hammond had secured enough investors and a partnership with British entrepreneur Sir Benjamin Lockwood. Together, they found International Genetic Technologies, a bioengineering company more commonly referred to as InGen. Working out of a laboratory in Lockwood's basement, the pair teams up with scientists and conducts research on bringing extinct animals back to life. Here, they make plans for a dinosaur theme park, which they named Jurassic Park. In 1982, InGen signs a 99-year-long lease for Isla Sorna and the Muertes archipelago from the Costa Rican government, where they plan to conduct research and construction begins on Jurassic Park San Diego. In 1984, almost a decade after founding InGen, John Hammond and Sir Benjamin Lockwood have their first major breakthrough. Still working out of Lockwood's estate, he, Hammond, and their team of scientists begin a fertilization test on an artificial ovum, which is successful. A year later, they move their headquarters to Palo Alto and successfully clone the prehistoric DNA from the amber. But other changes are afoot at InGen, as Hammond suspends construction on Jurassic Park San Diego indefinitely. Instead, he looks to move the park to Isla Nublar in Costa Rica. InGen leases the island from the Costa Rican government, adding it to the 99-year lease they'd already agreed to. Now making use of the islands they leased, InGen starts working on Isla Sorna, which they call Site B. But they haven't been able to clone a dinosaur yet, despite having success with the amber. In 1986, Hammond and Lockwood add Dr. Henry Wu to their team, and he suggests they splice the DNA of dinosaurs with that of modern animals like frogs. Shortly afterward, InGen successfully clones their first dinosaur, a Triceratops. Wu also comes up with the lysine contingency, a plan that would theoretically protect the humans if the dinosaurs ever escaped. By adding a faulty gene to the dinosaurs, they become dependent on supplemental lysine that InGen gave them. Removing dinosaurs from captivity then would deprive them of the enriched food, send the dinosaurs into a coma, and ultimately kill them. Now seeing significant progress with its ability to genetically engineer and replicate dinosaurs, InGen goes ahead with plans for a new Jurassic Park on Isla Nublar, which they refer to as Site A. Construction begins on the island in 1988 and is finished in 1993. During this period, InGen successfully hatches more dinosaurs, including the Tyrannosaurus rex, Rexy, who is seen throughout the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World movies. Rexy is born on Site B, but has moved over to a paddock on Isla Nublar in 1989 when she's 1 year old. InGen has other innovative success thanks to Dr. Henry Wu, who realizes that the DNA of the yellow poison dart frog they've been using is incompatible with some dinosaur genomes, like Velociraptors. He suggests InGen uses the reed frog, although any geneticist should suspect that since the reed frog can change sex, this ability could be passed down to the dinosaurs. It's ignored and is later the reason the dinosaurs have been able to reproduce, a reveal seen in Jurassic Park and expanded upon in the Lost World Jurassic Park. Wu also researches the hybridization of dinosaurs during this period, which of course will eventually lead to the Indominus Rex. However, InGen also suffers a major blow when Sir Benjamin Lockwood leaves the company after he and John Hammond fall out. Although the cause for this is not known in Jurassic Park, it's retconned into the story in Jurassic World Dominion. In this latest installment of the franchise, we learn that Hammond was disgusted by Lockwood's interest in using their research for human cloning after his daughter Charlotte, who worked on Isla Sorna, revealed she wished to have a baby this way.
Just like Blue, Charlotte was able to have a child all by herself. She created you with her own DNA.
Despite Sir Benjamin Lockwood's departure from InGen, John Hammond forges ahead with his plan to open Jurassic Park on Isla Nublar. However, the company's board of directors has concerns about the park's safety after gatekeeper Joffrey Brown is killed by a velociraptor while transferring them to a higher security holding pen, and his family sues InGen. Nevertheless, Hammond believes Jurassic Park is the perfect place to bring his grandchildren, Lex and Tim, to get their minds off their parents' divorce. Lawyer Donald Gennaro also heads to Isla Nublar to assess the weaknesses of the park and whether or not operations should be shut down before the park even opens. He brings along Dr. Ian Malcolm for another expert opinion.
Our scientists have done things which nobody's ever done before.
Yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
In response, Hammond invites Dr. Alan Grant and Dr. Ellie Sattler along, hoping they will endorse the park. Elsewhere, Lewis Dodgson meets with Jurassic Park computer programmer Dennis Nedry and convinces him to steal dinosaur embryos for rival company Biosyn in exchange for $1.5 million.
Unscrewed open. It's cool to compartmentalize.
On June 11th, everyone arrives at the park, and the events of the first Jurassic Park film take place over the next 48 hours. John Hammond takes Alan Grant, Ellie Sattler, Ian Malcolm, and Donald Gennaro on a tour of Jurassic Park where they can see Brachiosaurus and Parasaurolophus dinosaurs. The group is later joined by Lex and Tim, but they see very few other dinosaurs that afternoon. An unexpected tropical storm heading toward Isla Nublar then forces all non-essential personnel to be evacuated, leaving only Nedry, Hammond, Robert Muldoon, and Ray Arnold to manage the park. Nedry soon sneaks off to steal the embryos and shuts down all power and security protocols on the island, except for the Velociraptor holding pen. This allows Rexy to escape her paddock and attack Lex, Tim, Ian, and Alan, and Donald suffers one of the most memorable deaths in cinema history. The same goes for Nedry, who doesn't quite make it off the island with all of his stolen embryos thanks to a run-in with a spunky Dilophosaurus. In a bid to reverse Nedry's actions and get the power back on, Ray does a full system reset, but this deactivates the raptor's paddock. It's not long before Ray and Robert are both devoured by the raptors.
Clever girl.
This leaves Alan, Ellie, Ian, Hammond, Lex, and Tim to get the power back on and call for help. They eventually do this, but they encounter the raptors several more times before being saved by Rexy. By the end of the film, even John concurs Jurassic Park can't be saved, and the survivors escape in a helicopter. The Lost World Jurassic Park begins by filling in the gaps of the past 4 years since InGen abandoned Isla Nublar. During this period, the bioengineering company is hit with more lawsuits for the wrongful deaths of Donald Gennaro, Robert Muldoon, and Ray Arnold, which they covered up, and are nearly bankrupt because of it. Because of this, John Hammond is fired by the board, and his nephew, Peter Ludlow, replaces him as CEO. He makes plans to open Jurassic Park San Diego, and wants to move over dinosaurs from Site B. There are plenty because, as Dr. Henry Wu discovered, the lysine contingency had proven ineffective, and the remaining dinosaurs began breeding. Dr. Ian Malcolm breaks his non-disclosure agreement with InGen to raise awareness over the events of Isla Nublar, but is discredited by Ludlow. Despite this, he initially refuses Hammond's request for him to go to Site B with a small group of experts and document the dinosaurs there and stop InGen from profiting off them. However, he changes his mind when his girlfriend, Dr. Sarah Harding, is part of the group and already on the island. He follows her there to rescue her, but soon discovers his teenage daughter Kelly has stowed away on the rescue mission too. Hammond's team, the Gatherers, race against InGen's hunters but are ultimately forced to work together after 3 dinosaurs and a pair of Rexes destroy their vehicles and communication equipment. After several encounters with the Buck Rex, his female counterparts, and some velociraptors, the Gatherers escape the island. But Ludlow's men capture the Buck and take him to San Diego. Ian and Sarah use a young T-Rex, Junior, to lure him back onto the cargo ship. The ship sails back to Isla Sorna, but not before Junior eats Ludlow. Following the events of Isla Sorna and in San Diego, John Hammond petitions a government to have Isla Sorna left as a nature reserve for the dinosaurs. The U.S. House Committee of Science also passes the Gene Guard Act, which gives bioengineered dinosaurs the same status and rights as endangered species. As a result, access to the islands is restricted, and InGen is forbidden from cloning any other prehistoric flora or fauna. This seems to be the end of InGen's Jurassic adventure, but when Hammond dies shortly after the events of Lost World, Masrani Global swoops in and acquires the bioengineering firm. Having taken over from his father as the CEO of Masrani Global in 1992, Simon Masrani has kept a watchful eye over Hammond's company for years. After taking over InGen in 1998, Masrani sets out to fulfill Hammond's failed dream of opening Jurassic Park, this time renamed Jurassic World. Breaking the Gene Guard Act, he starts experimenting mere months after Hammond's death. Shortly after, InGen begins secret experiments on Site B with the goal of illegally breeding new species, including the super predator Spinosaurus. Plans for a new park are underway. And in 1999, the UN grants Masrani global legal but limited access to Isla Sorna. Simon brings Dr. Henry Wu into his new Jurassic World project in 2000, who eventually becomes the lead genetic biologist at InGen. Jurassic Park 3 begins by revealing what Alan Grant and Ellie Sattler have been doing in the 8 years since they were on Isla Nublar. Notably, Ellie has retired from paleobotany. Although the two remain close, Ellie is now married to Mark Degler, who works at the State Department, and they have 2 young children together. Meanwhile, Alan remains active in the field of paleontology. In the beginning of the film, we see him and his protege, Billy Brennan, testing the prototype of a machine that's able to craft an accurate replica of a Velociraptor voice box.
This is brilliant, Billy.
It's here at this work site that wealthy, thrill-seeking couple Paul and Amanda Kirby approach Alan and offer to fund further research if he gives them and 3 mercenaries an aerial tour of Isla Nublar. Alan reluctantly agrees and brings Billy along with him. But the Kirbys' ulterior motive is soon revealed, as the couple actually plans to rescue their son, Eric, who, along with Amanda's boyfriend, Ben Hildebrand, has gone missing on Isla Sorna after an illegal parasailing tour over the island. On the island, Alan finds Eric, now the sole survivor, and reunites him with his parents. Their group faces attacks from velociraptors, pteranodons, and the Spinosaurus, and all 3 of the mercenaries are killed one by one. Alan gets out a distress call to Ellie and Mark, though, who send a rescue team, while Alan fakes a distress call with his raptor voice box to help them escape. Billy, believed to be dead, is later rescued by the US Marines. As a result of Alan and the Kirbys' actions on Isla Sorna, a group of pteranodons escape and are spotted over British Columbia. However, Simon Masrani hires security contractor Vic Hoskins to deal with them. After doing this, he is subsequently hired as InGen's head of security. These events hadn't put Masrani off opening his new park, Jurassic World. And in 2002, a year after Alan's harrowing visit to Isla Sorna, Masrani announces his plans to the world. He also has Rexy and the other rogue dinosaurs recaptured on Isla Nublar. They are shipped to Site B until their enclosures in the new park are finished. In 2003, InGen bribes members of the US House Committee of Science, who then agree to remove the restrictions on InGen because of the Gene Guard Act, which allows them to begin cloning and genetically engineering new species of dinosaurs for Jurassic World. The following year, Simon Masrani hires Claire Deering as an intern on the Jurassic World project. Masrani Global Corporation soon begins moving the dinosaurs back from Site B to the new park on Site A. At the time, Masrani's company is credited with saving the creatures from ecological disaster. It's later revealed in 2015 that the strain on the Isla Sorna ecosystem had actually been caused by InGen's secret experiments on Isla Sorna in 1998, when Masrani acquired the company. In 2005, Simon Masrani's company opens its new dinosaur park, Jurassic World, to the public. Elsewhere, just a few short years later, Sir Benjamin Lockwood's daughter Charlotte has succeeded in cloning herself. Her daughter Maisie is born. While Charlotte suffers from a rare genetic disease that leads to her death in 2009, Claire continues rising through the ranks of InGen. She eventually becomes a senior assets manager at Jurassic World.
We've learned more from genetics in the past decade than a century of digging up bones.
Work on the Indominus Rex begins in 2012 after demands from Jurassic World's board of investors caused Claire and Masrani to ask Dr. Henry Wu to create a hybrid theropod. Developments in dinosaur behavior at Jurassic World continue, with Owen Grady selected to head up a special project as its head Velociraptor trainer.
Delta, I see you. Back up.
During this time, Masrani authorizes the construction of a new facility in Siberia in 2012, which opens in 2014. Its focus is to extract the DNA of animals from the Ice Age. On Isla Nublar in 2012, a new pack of Velociraptors is engineered by Wu's team, and the raptors Blue, Charlie, Delta, and Echo are born. In 2013, Owen recognizes some nuances in the dynamic of their pack and requests that his friend Barry Samben join his team. By 2015, Jurassic World has operated for 10 years without incident. In 2015, Simon Masrani publicly announced that Jurassic World will soon be unveiling a new genetically engineered dinosaur, the Indominus Rex.
It tried to break the glass.
I like us for it.
As a result, ticket sales rise astronomically. Meanwhile, Claire Dearing's nephews, Zach and Gray Mitchell, come to visit her on Isla Nublar, while their parents go through divorce proceedings. Their arrival coincides with Jurassic World's first big disaster. The Indominus Rex, which ate its twin when it was younger, is much smarter than InGen scientists expected, and displays traits that even Dr. Henry Wu, its creator, is surprised by. Its camouflage abilities, along with its significant intelligence, allow it to escape. In its ensuing rampage, it nearly kills Owen, and its carnage throughout the park causes mass chaos, destruction, and further dinosaur escapes. Claire and Owen team up to search for Zach and Gray, who briefly encounter the Indominus on their gyrosphere ride. Meanwhile, the Pteranodons escape their enclosure when Masrani's helicopter sends the Indominus Rex into the paddock. He dies when Pteranodons and Dimorphodons fly into the helicopter and it crashes. Then, realizing that extreme measures need to be taken, Owen uses Blute's pack to hunt the Indominus.
Your boyfriend's a badass.
To his and the others' dismay, they initially side with her, sensing her Velociraptor DNA. However, Owen eventually gets through to Blue, and she helps them fight the Indominus. With the help of Rexy and a surprise assist from the Mosasaurus, the group defeats the Indominus. Despite a lot of deaths, all's well that ends well. Zach and Gray's parents return to get them together, seemingly no longer getting divorced, while Claire and Owen walk off into the sunset. Season 1 of Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous takes place simultaneously to the events of Jurassic World, beginning just before Jack and Gray arrive on Isla Nublar. A group of 6 kids, Darius, Ben, Yaz, Brooklyn, Kenji, and Sammy, arrive on the island to attend adventure camp. However, they discover problems within the park, and end up having several close encounters with dinosaurs, like the Carnotaurus. However, before their many near-death experiences, Claire Dearing actually planned for her nephews to attend this camp, but their counselor, Roxy, suggested it would be too much to take on. As Season 1 progresses, the campers are attacked by the Indominus Rex and the Mosasaurus, which makes them miss to ferry off Isla Nublar, leaving them stranded on the island. Season 2 picks up after the events of Jurassic World, with the island now all but abandoned. While trying to avoid getting killed by dinosaurs, the kids face off against new characters Mitch and Tiff, who have come to the island claiming to be eco-tourists, but instead are hunters looking to bag some dinosaur trophies. Of course, they both get what's coming to them, with Rexy taking a bite out of Mitch, and Tiff being killed by the Baryonyx duo Chaos and Limbo. Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Season 3 lines up with the opening scene of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, which is set 6 months after the events of Jurassic World. Dr. Henry Wu has just started working for Sir Benjamin Lockwood's estate manager, Eli Mills, and they've sent a group of mercenaries to recover the bones of Indominus Rex. The animated series recreates pieces of this opening scene, before depicting what else was going on around the island. It notably reveals that Wu engineered 2 types of hybrid dinosaurs. He created the Scorpius Rex before the Indominus, but Simon Masrani ordered Wu to have her killed because she was too terrifying for the park. However, he didn't do this, instead placing the dinosaur into a cryo-freeze chamber and planning to use her to create his next hybrid. She is accidentally freed at the end of Season 2, and after asexually procreating between the 2nd and 3rd seasons, she and her child attack the campers several times. They face off against the campers for the last time in the old Jurassic Park Visitors Center in the episode Escape from Isla Nublar, where the dinosaurs are killed when the roof caves in. Afterward, in Season 4, the campers finally escape from Isla Nublar. Back on the mainland, Wu receives the Indominus Rex DNA the mercenaries recovered from Isla Nublar, and engineers a new dinosaur called the Indoraptor. The following year, Claire Dearing founds a dinosaur protection group after Isla Nublar's volcano Mount Saibo becomes active and threatens to kill all the dinosaurs. In June 2018, Claire Dearing is summoned to Sir Benjamin Lockwood's estate, where he introduces himself as an old associate of John Hammond's. He offers to fund her rescue mission to Isla Nublar so that she can save the dinosaurs from extinction as Mount Saibo is now erupting. However, he requests that her now ex-boyfriend Owen Grady also join the mission, as he's the only one who can save Blue.
Back for more, huh?
Can I buy you a beer?
Did you bring him or do we gotta go somewhere?
Claire and Owen return to the island along with paleo-veterinarian Zia Rodriguez and IT expert Franklin Webb. To their surprise, they are met by mercenary and trophy hunter Ken Wheatley, who double-crosses them and captures Blue. After a few close encounters with dinosaurs and a near drowning, Claire, Owen, Zia, and Franklin escape the island and stow away on board one of Wheatley's ships, where they are taken back to the Lockwood estate. Benjamin has just died at the hands of Ellie Mills, who has subsequently taken control, locking Lockwood's granddaughter Maisie in her room and going ahead with his plans to bankroll further genetic research. Claire and Owen discover that Dr. Wu has created a new hybrid called the Indoraptor. Furthermore, Mills is auctioning off dinosaurs to the highest bidder. But in typical Jurassic fashion, this deadly dinosaur doesn't remain in its cage for long, and kills several of the guests before attacking Maisie. With a little help from Blue, Claire, Owen, and Maisie eventually trick the Indoraptor so it falls through the glass roof and impales itself. Mills is killed in the chaos at the mansion, but when the group is faced with gas potential...